It's such a potent tool.
Another throw.
Do it again.
Neutral jump. Oh, jeez. I don't know what it is about JP jumping out of the corner, but it always seems to hit me for some reason.
And it feels bad, too, to let him out.
Oh, that sucks. Still got the hit. Still spins the beater. That was good. Knows that he has another round potentially to play. Gets the counter hit. Probably caught a jab or something like that. But that was perfect. Spent the bar. Still has 2 for this final round. Oh, the interrupt. First time we've seen him get the combo versus Punk here.
That was a counter hit as well. Definitely stopping Cammy in his tracks. In her tracks, excuse me. Hello. Crouching heavy punch. Oh, anti-air. The OD dive kick coming in from Punk now.
Letting those jump ins rock. DCQ on the ropes. Got the hit, the trade. Fighting back. Little feint right there. Punk just waiting for you. You drive rush, I'm going to get you. Neutral jump.
How does he know? Not gonna work. His defense has been immaculate thus far at DCQ.
That's what it stands for, man. Oh, drive reversal. So smart.
Defense against the close quarters.
Oh! Yeah!
Nice.
Oh!
Go!
Pump the guy, clapping it up for
himself.
himself.
Beat you.
My leg.
Yeah, I'm nice.
I'm kind of nice.
I told y'all, bro. The CEO thing was a facade, you know? Yeah.
Sheesh. Damn!
What a beast.
He don't know that I know I won the set with Cammy, but I just kind of threw it to him. But he ain't see it that way. Oh, you got it? Okay, let's optimal. I was frame 1, I swear to you.
This guy's counting down he's counting down the seconds, bro, for the coaching. They got a minute, right?
Please keep that in there. We need to show that. How long is the coach?
I don't actually know what the rule is, but I know there's some limited amount. There's no way it's more than 2 minutes. I can say that for sure. There's no way it's more than 2.
50 seconds.
It's almost a minute.
Remains. Remind myself.
It's 2 seconds. It's 1 minute. It's 1 minute. Nice.
Get the hell out of here.
We had a minute.
Oh! Yo, Punk snitching.
Yeah, the thing is, that was just for him to get advice. Now he's got meditation. All right, short meditation.
So
it's
like a
minute and 8 seconds.
Damn,
yeah, I thought it was a minute 30. I think he shortened it a little bit.
I don't like that. No, I love it.
I do. That's team camaraderie.
Yeah.
Team pettiness, go.
I love it.
Right? Team pettiness, go.
Even JP's about it. Go. Go. Go.
Okay.
Good bad guy laugh, too.
Punk not testing it this time around, right? Not interrupting as much. Didn't go for it. Wow, the tail end. The placement was so good. Backdash. First time I feel like we've seen somebody actually just take the opportunity to backdash, hold the parry instead. Oof.
That roundhouse is so potent. Mostly because he could occupy the space that JP wants to kind of counter poke at. That was actually insane, too. Oh, block on the overhead.
Wow. Drive rush in, spin the 1, set up the departure. No.
Oh, nice. I like that. I like the double ghost too, to force the jump. Ooh.
Gets the hit. Gets rid of the portal. Oh my gosh, what a punish.
Watch the gift.
Break his legs.
Oh.
Teach him how to walk again. It's not going to happen.
Teach him how to walk again.
When your legs don't work like they used to.
Were you just going to say, when your legs don't work the way they used to before? You're crazy for that one.
He gets the... Oh, man.
You should have just rocked with it. I would have been like, I'll get you a second verse. That's pretty good. Oh. Huh.
Needs to be careful. Tries to go for the punish. He's going to pick that up for sure. Punk looked like looking a little bit like he was surprised by that. You'll excuse me.
Very clean round finisher there from DCQ as well.
And look at Punk just putting himself in these danger zones and trying to get a whip out of DCQ. But man, his delay placement on the buttons is just so good. Gets the throw.
A walk up at that.
Perfect space.
Oh!
Oof! Oh!
Dude,
oh
are you kidding me?
The clinic? The foot's clinic? Oh!
the foot doctor is what it is.
Yo.
My man's is the foot doctor. He's got footsies on deck for everybody.
No, I mean, it might just be on my monitor thing. What do you mean good? That's never good for me. What do you mean? I need to check the drive rush. What do you mean good?
Not the main menu. There's no way he did main
He went
menu.
to the knuckle dude?
No
the
way.
whole knuckle dude.
Bro, I don't think he has
Turn on
another
the
JP color he can use. I'll be honest. I've only ever seen him use one.
It might be back to Bitson.
I think he might be giving up. I'm gonna be honest.
Maybe it's Aki.
Aki? Oh,
It might be Aki.
you think he got a Terry?
Maybe. Yeah. Chinese, he might play a KOF.
I don't think I've ever seen him play footsies. Maybe he's got some burned knuckles. But I don't
Punk
know
has been
about.
really putting himself in great range to
Alright,
counter
you already
a lot of the
cooked
things that JP can and cannot do. So hovering around that area has been so detrimental to DCQ. We understand that he wants to play around that range. He can play kind of patient, but he hasn't really got anything out of it. Punk hasn't really shown him any bad looks with his normals, and if he does, they're fast recovery normals, so you can't whiff punish it, right? He's trying to test DCQ's ranges and reactions, the double R's. Ranges and reactions.
Ranges, reactions.
I'm telling you, man. It's real.
Having a change up right here. Wow, still got the counter here confirmed. That was so far away. Gets the big heavy button, don't wake up, and once again, Punk getting to play his game. Big punish counter on the dive kick. Oh, anti-air this time. Drive rush to get some distance from the corner. You're dead.
Sweet chin music.
Into the slide. That was a cool combo.
It's all good.
He has to use so many heavies in his combos, man. It really does feel kind of cool. Real bad guy cool.
Uh-oh. Gets the throw. Punk not afraid to jump in at all. Knows that Bison doesn't have the most reliable anti-airs.
I mean, that's fair. I mean, most of the time when you see Cammy go airborne, you kind of hesitate too as well, right? Because you can change it up to a dive kick. And Punk's been doing really well-placed dive kicks majority of the time. Boom, just like that.
Oh, wow.
You thought it was your turn afterwards? That was plus, baby.
2 bars. 3 on the side of DCQ. Not going to spend it just yet. Whoa. Could be. Yeah, definitely spinning it out. Yo, the Psycho Crusher. Big damage on the board. That should be the round.
Damn. The first big rebuttal coming in from DCQ off of a significant changeup. Do you think it was all part of the mind games? We talked about that big and integral part of some of the matchups before. We talked about that in the interview between Red Rooster and Bandits. Do you think having the JP first for the first 2 games was enough to kind of throw Punk the God off guard?
I mean, look, he does have to change up his game to deal with, Bison. Knows the damage output is a little bit different. Knows he has to play different ranges, and just change up some of the tools you're using. But he still does have quite the rhythm for knowing when the opponent's going to do something. So definitely an adjustment, but it's not going to be easy still. This is DCQ we're talking about. Okay, drive reversal. Gets rid of the mine, too. Oh, gosh.
It's over.
Wake up. Back throw after the jab. Hold on. Perfect parry.
We rarely see that parry.
Very rarely, actually. Oh, back
What a back
dash.
dash. More than dead for sure. Fierce. What comes after it could be anything he wanted to.
The Bison making a difference. Yeah, you got to be careful playing with this range a lot more. So Scissors is there. Medium kick is there as well.
That was at the end of the heel, by the way.
Yep.
Got the Psycho Mine applied. Try to fight out of it. What
Wow.
a time to throw. Excellent choice.
Trade. Looking for a big button to target combo. Punk not afraid to hold his ground. Not giving any space. Nice neutral jump on the scissors kick. Back to the corner you go. 3 bars on both sides. Cammy with a lot of drive.
Oh. Excellent.
Back
Perfect
throw.
parry. It's a little bit of extra drive gauge to
Ow.
him. Back roundhouse. You're deader than dead. Psycho Punisher.
Well, you see how he flicks his hand to start up the Psycho power?
That's not why you're losing.
Also, remember how you were killing him
before too, you're really just waiting for the heavy punch to parry it. You've been getting counter hit by those quite a bit. So if anything, just stop yourself from getting like hit by it. And you were using some neutral jump before. He's not really doing scissor kick. I wouldn't really use that too much, but I think shutting down the stand heavy punch will make this match a lot easier.
Man, look, DCQ has definitely always been a threat, but season after season, staying in this same kind of shape, to be in this same spot so many times back to back, that should tell you everything you need to know about being clutch, putting the team on your shoulders. Walk up and up a mountain with a boulder on your shoulders.
What if he has boulders for shoulders, Steve?
Still don't make it no lighter, bro. Might be a little used to the weight, though.
I don't believe you. You're definitely a testament to that. I haven't seen you not drop. I haven't seen you drop anything when you lift weights, bro. Come on.
Nice. Still fighting back, even with the bomb on him.
As you should. I said she was the bomb. Oh, boy.
Oh, back throw. Oh,
that neutral jump was everything to get himself out of the corner. Overhead does get blocked. The bomb still is applied. The drive reversal against the OD Cycle Crusher. Excellent call. A little starved for meter, though, from the side of Punk. DCQ, he knows it as well.
Oh.
How is he going to get the burnout? Oh, Punk does it himself instead. Perfect parry. Back throw. 1 bar to 2 bars to your name, excuse me.
Backdash. DCQ waiting his turn and still the confirm. That's gonna be Punk the God. Oh my God. Oh, their players of Street Fighter. People came outside in the back. They're like, bro, did you see the footsies? The dog was like, arf, footsies. Damn.
Just peeking over the fence. Someone say footsies?
Oh, what a check.
I like that. Counter hit conversion off the crouching jab.
No.
No
far.
punish. Uh-oh, hell attack. Psycho? No, it's going to be the Psycho Mine, excuse me. I thought it was going to be the Crusher. OD uppercut. Nobody expects the OD.
Ow. Oh, tries to chase it. That's a big drop for Punk. 3 bars on the table right now for DCQ. Another
does it again.
You can't stop me. Oh, the interrupt. That could have been big. He does it on anti-air. Punk,
Man, let's go.
And that is going to send us to overtime. Punk, you called it. Captain Clutch, that's not overtime. Thank you, Mr. Vicious. That's the end of the team battle.
American Street Fighter League World Champions. Got a nice ring to it, don't you? We are the champions of football, baseball, and now Street Fighter League World Champions. And the Street Fighter community, they like to play and call us the land of the free. Well, you know what? We all free. The only land free to call ourselves home of the Street Fighter League World Champions.
Rob, I'm Dominican.
Okay, all right. Welcome to Street Fighter League US. This is the home of the champions, baby. This is where the best players from around the world converge to do battle for your viewing entertainment. You have the hot-blooded newcomers looking to make a name for themselves. And of course, you got the OGs looking to add another notch to their belt in their illustrious careers. 6 teams have entered to battle, but only one is going to make it to that world stage. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Street Fighter League US.
Welcome to week 9 of Street Fighter League. I am your host, Big Hollywood, RobTV, and I'm joined here with my dogs, 2 of the best in the game and voices of Street Fighter. Y'all actually literally in the game. My man's Vicious and Tasty Steve. What's going on, y'all?
Y'all been chilling.
What up with it? What up with it?
You know how it goes. You know how it goes, bro. Another week, another Street Fighter League day to see, and it's going to be ridiculous out here. It's going to be amazing. But we need to catch you guys up to speed before we get into this week's action. Let's start with the standings as we go into week 9. Red Rooster not woke up just yet. 50 points in 6th place. Of course, Shopify Rebellion, 130 points. A huge leap looking forward, but that also changes the standings quite a bit. Bandits with 180 points at 4th place. Cloud9 with 200 points at 3rd place. 210 points for 2nd place. That's going to be Fighting Spirit. And then, of course, FlyQuest at 220 points at the top of the ladder. And it's still a game-changing day when it comes to Street Fighter League.
Hey, hold up. So you said Red Rooster, 50 points. You said not woke up just yet.
They ain't woke up just yet.
It's week 9. It's week 9.
I mean, they might be late sleepers. They might be late snoozers, like me,
bro.
you know, kind of late to the show sometimes. But, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah,
you know?
this is true. It is what it is, bro. Okay, with that being the case, how about the actual format of how things go down here on Street Fighter League for those who don't know?
Just in case if you were late to the show, where you been, man? We got everything for you. Let me break down the format and how we do things here in Street Fighter League Pro-US. Let's take a look. Each team is going to have 4 members to their name. It's going to be the away team submitting their player order ahead of time. The home team getting the opportunity to get that counter pick player in order. Teams will play 3 consecutive matches with an extra match available as a tiebreaker if need be. The first player match, 2 out of 3, 10 points. Second player match, also 2 out of 3, another 10 points. The third player match, 20 points to their name. And of course, that sudden death match is only going to be a first to death is going to be 5 points. The team with the most points at the end of the team battle is going to get the W. The top 4 teams with the highest number of points at the end of the season will make it to the Street Fighter League Pro-US Finals, which will be held offline this year in January. Those tickets are up and running right now. Be sure to click all of the links retaining to those ticket purchases because you need to be there in person.
You definitely need to be there. And of course, these teams are trying to get to that spot because there is so much on the line. The champions will be fighting for $75,000 US dollars. That is what's on the line for United States Street Fighter League. $60K for first place and $15K for second place. So they're going to be putting it all on the line for glory and as well for that gosh dang paper. That said, make sure you guys are there for that. And also, King of the World over there in London this December. You do not want to miss that offline CPT action. That said, what we have for you guys today is an absolute banger after banger after banger. The first match of the day will be none other than Team Bandits going up against FlyQuest, and right after that, Shopify Rebellion versus Fighting Spirit. And last but not least, we have Team Cloud9 versus Red Rooster. Of course, as Steve said, they have not woken up quite yet, but maybe in the last 2 weeks of Street Fighter League, they will finally get out of bed and show us the talent they truly have. That said, I do think that they have actually been playing well.
Yes.
They just haven't been clutching out. All of that is going down today. It is week 9 of Street Fighter League, and we are going to see who makes it to the Pro-US Finals. Street Fighter League after this break.
This is gonna be fun. I'm still on a journey. Come get some. Traveling to new places, experiencing new things, meeting new faces, having good fights. Fight, drink, eat, sleep, repeat. Seriously, it's a good life. I'll pick up the check.
Come on, get ready. Hey, come on, come on.
You down for one more?
Time for a beatdown. Are you okay? Yeah, baby. Hey. Time to rock.
Now, where to tomorrow?
So for upcoming Street Fighter League, can you break down your team, like what you know about each person?
So like on the team, you have Chris CCH, and he's been very good for a long time. And then you have like Psycho, I feel like just really ready and hungry for a big moment like this. And then you have Sean, always been very good. So I feel like having someone with a lot of experience is always very good also. Those are the best players that come to Street Fighter League. So my goal here is try to do well at Street Fighter League, because there's a lot of opportunities and money in fighting games right now.
Week number 9 is underway. We got our very first match, and boy, it's gonna be a banger. It's Bandits going up against Team FlyQuest. We talked about the standings a little bit earlier. FlyQuest at the very, very top. Bandits just at the barrier from staying into playoffs. Steve, who are you sending up with this current order? We got FlyQuest on the away side. It's Psycho with Kim, Chris CCH with Ed, then Punk at the very end as the anchor, as we thought, with Cammy.
Look, man, we already know Punk is going to be holding down that anchor spot. They're trying to make sure they secure that first place going into the finals, of course, but they're sending out Psycho first, which I really like. I feel like he's the card that's like, yo, we can keep everything under control, as well as kind of get a temperament for who's going to be out there first. That given, they are away, so that means Bandits does have the counter pick. I would not be surprised, I'm going to be completely honest, if we see Zen go up first for the Bandits team. I feel like he's very good at the fireball, playing this fireball game. It's going to be a little harder for Kimberly to kind of traverse the screen like that. And on top of that, my man Zen's got a lot of experience when it comes to just full screen control, making sure you don't get to play your game.
Yeah.
And I feel like he hasn't played enough in some of these matches to actually make these guys afraid, which they should be, because Zen is definitely a very powerful player. But then you got Chris CCH with the Ed, and that one
I think I got you covered
is
on
a
this
question.
one.
Talk to me. What are your thoughts?
So I've been watching a lot of Street Fighter League Japan, like replays and whatnot. I think Dawson does pretty okay with Ed.
Really?
So check it out. I think he does great against the fireballs. I talked to Sejam about this as well. So Luiman would actually, he might just be the perfect fit to fight off against the Eds.
Okay.
Slide goes around the fireballs.
Yes.
In case he's cornered, he could still drill against the throw baits. He could also teleport if need be. He could create the space for himself in case he's getting encumbered a little bit by Eds. Because you know how they want to walk up, they want to do flickers. If you do any of like the yoga arcs, you do the EX version of it, you get to kind of like walk behind it. I think Dawson in general does a great job against the general game plan to what Ed wants to do. Flickers, no problem.
Yeah.
I got stretchy limbs. You want to try to chase me down with fireballs? Hey, I can float over these bad boys. Keep throwing them at me.
Wow. And on top of that, he goes for a lot of up close, like tick into throw. Drill's going to get you right through that.
100%.
And just a lot of pokes that come from Bluey Man in his general playstyle. We've seen him earlier in the season do just the same, and I've been seeing him just go at this in the back of the training. So that lets you know he's definitely prepared to do this. Now, for the third spot, I feel like this goes without saying.
No question.
You heard RobTV. He pointed it out. We have to get another chapter in the Punk versus Mena saga.
Oh, yeah.
It's been spanning multiple games now. I feel like it'd be crazy if we didn't send this away the last time they're going to meet this season, possibly, in this Punk versus Mena to send us home. But I feel like that sets up a very good tale, especially going forward. We know these guys are great friends, great competitors, and I believe we have an interview with Kaba standing by with Hollywood, RobTV.
Fighting out of the Dominican Republic, Gao Extraordinaire, and of course, Team Bandits, legend and champion, Kaba. What's going on, bro?
What's going on?
Kaba, first I want to ask you about this. Winning a Street Fighter League World Championship. Look at that big smile. I seen that last year on Street Fighter League on the biggest stage. Take me through that. What was it like for you to win a Street Fighter League World Championship after all you've been through?
Bueno, después de tanta lucha, tanto esfuerzo y sacrificio y pérdida, yo creo que esa fue una de las satisfacciones más grandes que pude haber tenido en mi vida realmente. El hecho de nosotros poder haber ganado el Street Fighter League después de todos esos años detrás de eso, invirtiendo tiempo, dinero, sacrificio y haciendo muchísimas cosas.
He said that, you know, after all the struggles, all the sacrifices, it was one of the greatest satisfactions he ever had in his life. There was so many things. It was money, it was time, it was like, you know, his sanity, everything he had to put it in. And at the end, he got the championship, and that's his main motivation, to do good this season, to maintain the championship.
I'm not gonna lie to you. That feels good. That's a really feel good moment, but I still gotta ask you the hard questions. After what you did last season, you come back and all of a sudden, you buff as hell, big, swole, and you playing godlike. At this point, Team Bandits, 180 points. You sitting in 4th place. You got to fight against the top 2 teams, FlyQuest and Fighting Spirit. How do you get it done? How does your team match up against them?
Muy buena pregunta. Realmente los ánimos tan buenos. Siento que tenemos buena respuesta principalmente para FlyQuest, ya que te tenemos a ti con Sangif, que es una muy buena opción. Y sobre todo el trabajo que estamos haciendo con Cristatarian como coach, me siento muy motivado con eso. Siento que está cubriendo mucho, como mucho hoyo, está haciendo muy bien su trabajo.
Well, he said that we fare very well against those teams, especially FlyQuest, because they have me with Sangif. And also that, you know, the coach, Chris Tatarian, he's been doing like a great work. He's been very motivated because he covers a lot of weaknesses, a lot of the bases. And even like in the match with Fidelity last week, he had a lot to do with that, with the success. So that helps a lot too. So he feels very good for the next matches.
My man is feeling good, swole, and in the game, he is in control. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Team Bandits, Kaba.
I'm sure the sentiments would be shared if we were on that stage winning it for the home team, for the U.S. territory. I totally get where Kaba's coming from. And you're starting to see some of the progress he's made from year one into year two, being a much more dominant force, at least within the United States, too. And, man, I got to say, I've been following his journey kind of closely. This dude's getting kind of buff.
I mean, look, if I've won the world championship at anything, after that, look, I'm not going to Disneyland. I'm going to the gym. I love seeing the patches, bro, showing that these guys are champions. And on top of that, look, I'm a big fan of Kaba and what he's been doing for years now.
I like how you mentioned that too, because you have that kind of similar structure with FlyQuest currently. You have Psycho and Punk, and I feel like this isn't really talked about as much, but they're pretty close friends too, and really close training partners. In fact, we get that kind of inside scoop going into it. Before we even get to our first match, Psycho is going to be standing by with an interview with RobTV, showing up for FlyQuest.
There are certain defining moments in somebody's life, in somebody's career, and of course, this is one of those. Street Fighter League, my man Psycho on a big world stage, and he has been handling business every damn time. Psycho, what's going on, Brody?
What's up, Killer? How we doing?
I'm feeling phenomenal right now. I'm not doing as good as y'all. First place, 220 points. What's going on with this season right now? First and foremost, that last set that you guys had.
Yeah, man, that was scary, bro. DCQ is something, dude.
You crazy.
But we got the alpha, baby. Every time.
Y'all talking a lot over there on y'all side, too. I'm noticing. Like, I was in here watching that one.
Hell yeah, man. The vibes from those dudes is next level, bro. Like, we pick each other up every time. Like, you're not allowed to be sad on our team. It don't matter how much you're losing. They always find a way to keep the vibes up. So I think that's how we been able to do so good.
There was a surprising situation. Christy Sedge going up against NL. He beat NL, and he actually got up and said, like, you hella trash or something like that in Korean to him.
He did.
Are you surprised?
I mean, so like the backstory, you know, NL is 3-0 on Chris CCH in Street Fighter League, so I think it was a little personal on Chris's side. He wanted that bad and he got it.
Okay, so now as far as your specific performance so far on Street Fighter League, you gotta be proud, man. You, of course, shine. Everybody looks at Punk the God, the Evo champ, as he called himself, in GOAT contention right now. But at the end of the day, it has not been a solo effort.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm 2-3 so far. I think I lost a few matches that I definitely think I could have won, but I beat Hot Dog, beat Uriel Valorio, and some really big wins for my team. So, you know, Punk's gonna be Punk. Chris CCH is killing right now, and I think we're gonna get another big win from Shine. So I'm really excited for the future for this team.
And right now, of course, with you guys being in first place, you definitely want to hold on to that spot. You still have Cloud9 and Bandits, two ridiculously strong teams. How do you match up? How do you stop them and protect your spot?
Yeah, no, it's going to be really tough. You know, those are actually the two teams that beat us. So we're going to be strategizing a ton to prepare for them, because we don't want to let it to go to any type of tiebreaker. We need to shut them out and guarantee that first place, and that's what we plan on doing.
Well, so far, you've definitely been backing up every single word you've said. Psycho, much love to you, brother, and best of luck in your next match.
I love the energy coming from Psycho, man. Once again, this is one of these players that you really got to show a lot of love to. He doesn't play these crazy popular characters, and I feel like that really does help the team. And on top of that, just paying attention to the team aspect of it says, look, they've had a pretty good season. However, the last 2 games of the season going up against the best teams in the league right now. So that tells you everything that they need to hear, and saying that they're focused on it tells you exactly where their mindset is. Coming from Punk, who just won Evo, lets you know that these guys have a whole new attitude, and I love how it's affecting the team. We're gonna get into it right now. It's gonna be Zen versus Psycho. It's gonna be Bandits versus FlyQuest. Let's get it.
This is going to be kind of crazy. We had talked about who to send up. I think Zhen is more than prepared. Oh, it's going to be the DJ instead. Excuse me.
I kind of figured it was going to be the DJ. I mean, look, obviously he had another character he could have put there, but I like this, though. And obviously he's going to, look, you're going to kind of entice Kimberly to play this up close range, and that's when you're going to start putting some of those big normals out there. But we're going to the corner already. Big pickup, clips staying out of the air. Oh, there. Kind of slow pace as we've seen before, but once again, this lets you know that this is kind of playing to the DJ game, because it's a lot slower. But here's the first blood, the first big knockdown coming from Kimberly, and he just jumps out of it, but still prepared to chase.
I love that too. Not going to be too worried about his drive gauge either. He's just about evened up with Zhen. Now he has the life lead to work with as well. So what are you going to do about this? How are you going to close out the round? That's an excellent start. Drive rush forward. You can do it again one more time just in case to build up an extra bar for yourself. Do you even need to spend it? You sure do. Level 1, more than enough damage. Put up, bow. Nice work.
Round number 1. Kimberly, Psycho. Once again, I love his attitude coming into Street Fighter League. My man has been prepared for this, and you can tell just by the gameplay. Oh, baited.
No.
Box.
The bar for that. It's like very expensive combo. Set up.
Wow. Tried to contest it. Gets dunked for his troubles, and once again, constantly trying to jump out. And he's looking for this air-to-air kind of contention, but it's not happening. But burnout for Kimberly right now. What are you going to do with it, though?
Oh, what an interrupt against the torso splitter!
Okay.
Yo, let me see if you have the rhythm. Oh, he definitely has the rhythm. On the side switch, bam!
I like this. Keep that corner. And on top of that, burnout on the side of Kimberly. So you got to be careful. Overextended just a bit.
Leader, I like that. You want to let him feel like he got a chance. He ain't got a chance, though. Let's go, Psycho.
This dude is playing out of his mind right now.
Oh, wait.
His aggression is scoring him so many hits, so many big openings against Jen.
Double dash up.
Oh, did he move out of the way? He was still crouching, no?
Wow.
Gotcha.
Not exactly sure. I'm not sure if he was crouching there.
Dude, that's still so much damage even after a perfect parry.
Oh, wow. And man, can we need to get a statistic on how well he's been using these level ones throughout the entire season, whether it be just to close out, whether it be to wake up, keep surprise, or avoid DI. Like, he's been on top of it.
You micro walked out of the throw range. That was kind of crazy. Jen swaying back, and he's taking his turn all the way back as well into the jackknife of the OD caliber. That was actually quite sneaky. You got out of the throw range, you stole your turn right back. You are a devious man.
I'm going to tell you right now, one of the conversations I had with Punk in the downtime was talking about how people don't talk about Kimberly's walk speed like that. Her walking up on you and seeing somebody walk out of that throw range should tell you everything you need to know about how prepared they are. But Zen on the ropes right now. Another one. Stand man, you kick drive rush.
Yeah, you can see that exact box where he's playing at to ensure he doesn't get out for free. You have to pay that tax, man. That's going to be so rough for Jen. He has not been able to escape the corner successfully without taking damage.
Or just being stuck in that position overall. And now you see Kimberly kind of close at distance.
Damn!
Sneaks in the overhead, goes straight to the level 3. This is going to be a big lead in the potential last game here if it keeps going the way of Psycho and FlyQuest.
So ambiguous. We haven't really seen him use the next slicer in that regard off of a drive rush, so it's been very refreshing to see these mixes coming up real early. I know it's only game 2, but guess what? You only have those 2 chances. Air-to-air successful for Jen.
Okay, needs to be careful once again. Goes for the parry, and just look, she was able to walk back and forth and still get the throw. Burnout on the side of DJ. Zen is in trouble. FlyQuest is in trouble. He goes for the level 2 and the parry. Clean punish. Psycho should be able to see the combo.
I told you exactly that. He was going to do it every time. I told you, bro.
Dude, he is so pivotal to this whole ensemble of a team. This composition wouldn't even be the same without him, to be quite honest with you, man. Him coming back into the league was slightly questionable. We haven't seen him since, the very beginning of Street Fighter League. We've only heard him kind of coming up on the rise with some of the weekly events. But man, being on the away side with a character that isn't really widely played, that's kind of a big deal, right? You would think to yourself, man, we have 2 Kims on our team. We have to put at least one of them on the away side. We're going to get this counter pick. Nah, son. Kim is going to be stopping a lot of these meta characters only for the sheer fact that nobody really has the experience against her.
I was actually just about to say, man, one of the things that I feel like people really overlook is how Street Fighter League kind of sets up these players to deal with all these other threats, because it is a huge training camp for a lot of these players who come here who are actively still participating in the CPT. So guess what that does for them when they get this experience and then they go back and play in these regular CPTs? They're going to be buffed. They're going to be a lot stronger going into it. But another thing just to highlight is just how Punk has gotten so much better at crafting a team that's going to work in an SFL format. Every year he comes back, and sometimes the team is still, once again, is always comprised of people he knows, but he's always putting an amazing player on that team, whether it's Chris CCH, whether it's Shine, whether it's Psycho. He always makes sure that he's putting somebody on, whether it's Nephew. He knows the kind of team is going to take for him to win, and it plays best for him, and I feel like that's one of the best dynamics you can have going here. But also, Bandits just the same, man. That's a band of brothers over there for the most part, bro. Even if you have Zen, who literally was talking smack to. They were talking smack to each other online, and now they on squads with each other. That's sick. That is a sick dynamic to have. He didn't get the points as we go into the second game. It's going to be Chris CCH going up against Louis Man of the Bandits.
That's what I'm talking about, the Dhalsim versus Ed. We're starting to see the meta develop. This character did get recently buffed with the Terry patch, so it's going to be pretty significant going forward. A lot of players have been taking heed. They've been taking notes about this change, and we'll see how much it really affects this current game right now. Louisman off to a great start thus far, charging up the fireball, backing away to create the space, and again, within that range, to kind of keep away and still kind of harass Ed as he can, right, because of the limbs.
I'm glad you call it that. The band of brothers, bro. I like it. I like it. But also, man, the pick to say, like, Dhalsim's going to be the one who's going to actually slow this game down to
out of there.
Look at this. There's the teleports that you were mentioning before. And now out of there once again. And it's exactly what I was talking about. Louis Man's intuition to challenge a lot of these approaches has gotten him so far. And he's on the verge of taking the first round of this game.
Look at how convincing it is, too. A near perfect. You got the fireball scraping just a little bit. He's like, you know what? That's fine.
Give me the Ajax and do drive rush forward heavy punch to close the distance.
Is a phenomenal Dhalsim player. This is looking really, really sharp.
People always talk about this character not being strong enough, not being capable enough. Man, I say look at Louis, man. Obviously, all the matchups aren't going to be the easiest, but still, just the fact that he's able to handle himself versus some of these characters that a lot of people tell you still the best in the game right now. Also, I love it that you call it the Terry patch. I love it.
That's what it is, right?
Oof.
Oh,
nice.
The mountain.
Leads on the jump in. Still able to play this slow-paced game. Force Ed to fight his way in. Chris CCH navigating.
Look at how much chip damage he's doing to the drive gauge as well. Every one of these heavy buttons is really significant. That crouching heavy kick sniped the heck out of the Yogi. That was crazy. It was that far.
And does not have a problem spending 11-3 to get the closeout. Knows this is a slow-paced game. And once we get to this next game, he's going to build bar just based off of how, the pace of that round is going to go. Final round, game number 1 between these two, and it is definitely a heavy fight.
We'll take that. 3 bars to his name, multiple mediums. Actually, make it a third one, too.
And look at that. You can tell Chris CCH is getting annoyed. Starts to go for more jumps. But finally gets this back throw. Gets the corner position as well. Let's see how Louis Man gets out of here.
He gets to create space just like that, too, with the OD fireball. That's exactly how he's going to get out of there.
Okay.
Just gets thrown for his troubles. But what's the defense going to be like? What a time to thread the needle with the crouch jab into the teleport on the other side. We're going to be shaving some time off the clock, man. It's part of the play style.
I would love to know the stats on how many times he's escaped. Just with proper call-outs with a jab, jump, drill, jump, teleport.
Oh, a bunch over for sure.
And look at this.
That's Dhalsim's main job. That is his full-time gig, getting out of the corner.
Right. Playing back, no anti-air this time. To the slow pace. What a
so sick.
Oh my God.
Louis Man is so sick, man.
Lots of parries on the teleport to get out of there. And once again, the
brother.
And you are on the verge of death, Chris CCH. What are you going to do? You're going to run into another limb. We're going to get into it. It's going to be the next game between Louis Man and Chris CCH.
Oh, boy.
Bandits versus FlyQuest. It continues.
I would hope so. Here we go. Louis Man on a pretty good streak right now in regards to the rounds and the overall control of the pace of the matches. I'm loving the way he's playing right now. It's just been so confusing, I feel like, for Chris CCH to get past it.
And you saw him try to go for this up-close game with the jabs. Wow, with the jabs. But once again, just using an opportunity, drive reversal to get out of there. I like him keeping the distance. Uh-oh, but he's in the corner.
Not for long with the Comet.
Wow.
I'm telling you, man, it covers just so much ground. You save that resource of the drive gauge to get yourself out of the corner every time. It's so good. His strategies have been so well developed, man.
And look, it's just finding these spots and really taking advantage of Chris right now with the Ed.
Within fierce range? Oh, that's kind of disgusting. Still within roundhouse range. He's teasing it. Medium punch as well.
And I love that he's willing to just keep the entire screen behind him. Walk the long mile and be like, nah, bro, you're going to have to work your way in. And now back to the other side of the screen, but a big life lead on the side of Louis Man right now. I know Bandits is sitting comfortable.
Oh, man. The amount of control that Dhalsim gets, I'm telling you, man, if there's ever any match that gives Ed real big problems, it might be this one.
Yo, my
Look
man
at the
is up
control,
there
man.
cruising. He tried to hop over the fireball. Nothing doing. Teleports out. Nice confirm. Kick throw, not going to work. Looking for Ed to overextend. And it's worked out a couple times. But now Chris CCH starting to get the rhythm. And definitely starting to get a couple of these counter hits, a couple of these knockdowns. Chases him into the corner, tries to get a follow-up. And now he's got to watch out for the teleport. Comment into teleport.
There we go.
But he knows he's overextending, so he's running into a bunch of limbs.
Multiple heavy ones as well.
Stays in front.
Oh, that's totally fine for Louis, man.
OD fireball.
Out of there. That's totally fine as well. Just a jab's worth of damage. We'll take that.
And look at this. Now he has to go all the way back to the other side of the screen where he can just back up. Ed is still at the life deficit right now, so this is not going to be easy at all. No combos, just pokes.
Out of there. See what I'm saying?
Wow.
This is so well orchestrated by Louis, man. And I'm glad that he's taking it back, too. He's not trying to play the aggressive role that he tried to at the earlier part of this round. He's keeping the strategy alive. Burnout is going to be a factor. Dude, this guy, Chris CCH, is in big trouble.
Yeah.
If that burnout happens, he might be able to set up for a chip scenario.
You can see him walking in. Oh, almost. Look at the time. You literally can't. There's almost nothing you can do right here.
Don't even take the throws. Just teleport out. Use the comet. That's right. There you go.
Wow.
Get out of there. 3 seconds left on the clock. You can take the throw now.
And
there
that's
you go.
gonna be the
There
set.
you go. Louis Man showing why he's here. He's specifically going to be countering a lot of the Eds out here. Being a part of the home squad, getting the counter picks in. I'm so ecstatic to see that strategy play out. I really am.
So look, also, we were talking about how good Punk has gotten at picking his team. What about how good Mena has been picking his team too, right? He still has to come up, do some work, and it's going to be this last anchor position, and it's going to be Punk versus Mena. We get another chapter, but now it is dangerous. 10 points apiece right now. Louis Man takes it over Chris CCH. Psycho with the 10 points over Zen. This is going to send us to the anchor match, and man, this is good for every other team in the league because they want both of these teams to score as little points as possible so they can stay in the running. So they're just happy to see the matches.
As much as I agree with that, it's really unfortunate that it's in way of 30-10, right? Like, sure, one of these teams is going to score 10, but the other one's going to score a big 30. If it was down to, like, maybe the Bandits getting the first 2 games with 20 points and, like, it became, like, the tiebreaker scenario, then the rest of the teams would be like, all right, that's not bad. That's not too bad. But I gotta say, this is gonna be so difficult to call. Even so, we know that Mena was gonna be stepping up for the anchor spot. We knew this, right?
But once again, this puts both of these teams at a 30-point spot because it's worth 20 points on this last one. And obviously, like we said before, placement is everything. They want to stay on that winner side or get that home side advantage.
Okay, Punk dapping up with the team. Get that energy.
30 points on the line potentially for both of these teams. 20 points specifically for this last team battle as these guys get into it. The Cammy versus the Geef.
The muscle man himself.
You called it out though. The Geef back on display. Let's see what Mena gives us. Ooh.
Oh, what did we talk about? Get that combo into the headbutt.
Yeah, that knockdown really does start the game. I like that, using this armored buttons.
Yeah, even if you're deciding to like use that drive gauge, you get that big opener. I think more importantly, I think it's conditioning your opponent as much as possible. But it's so hard to condition someone like Punk, right?
It really is. Especially with the way that he plays like footsies, right? He's always in his range where you can kind of get a button, confirm. We saw it last week versus DCQ. My man's always in a range to confirm, get a drive rush in, but not that time. That's the armor I was talking about. And that's what I was talking about from Punk. Both of these guys on exercise display showing you exactly why they're the leaders of their teams, 2 of the best players in the world. Punk takes the first round of game number 1. This is a best of 5, by the way.
As much as I love Mena RD taking it to the next level, I love the other side where Punk is taking it to the limit, right? He's been so tried and true with his character. He's won EVO with this exact character, and he's been sticking to it. So I love him getting pushed to his limits. I want to see what his potential is facing off against Mena RD and the plethora of characters that he's showing. Right now, it's looking all Punk. You get that forward throw, you can establish that pressure again with a couple of the lights, but instead, it's the crouching medium for the rest of it. Let me see that level 1. Bang, bang.
Welcome to the limit. Limit! No.
Limit!
See, Mena thinking about it too, locking in himself. We're going into the second game, an instant counter hit confirmed 2 times over from Punk right here. Into the corner we go. Almost half life gone from the life bar, but that's nothing to a
Dude, I
Zangief.
love that cross cut. I just love the fact that her DP just gets you onto the other side. It's so good, man. And in the cross cut scenario as well, that's the prime example of why you should learn how to cross cut. This is going to be great, man. You even spend the level 1, you might have to, right? Again, triple SA finish.
And a perfect to boot on top of that.
Damn.
Punk
Sorry.
locked in.
That's true. It's replaced with P instead of SA.
Okay,
Too bad.
Another one. Yeah, and the thing is about this matchup now is like you're trying to decide when to hit one of these armor buttons, when to send a poke. He's got these kind of slow lumbering normal, so you really got to be careful, especially versus a character like Cammy who's so fast, the walk speed, and Punk is just so ready to deal with this matchup.
No, stop
and
that
the
shit,
last
bro.
second, he gotta close out. I think it's going to work on the third bar, not even needed. It's 2 games?
Real
That's 2?
That's 4 rounds straight, by the
Stay
way.
focused.
That is indeed 4 rounds straight.
And he's sticking to his guns,
He's going
man.
right back in.
Sticking to the Geef.
Sticking to the Zangief.
Oh, wait a minute. Gets a knockdown with the lariat. Oof.
I like
Okay,
that.
okay. Oh, the dive kick overextending. Gets clipped. Mena on the ropes again. Oh. Okay, wait a minute. Wow. Ready regardless.
It's going to be tough. Within range of the mediums too. Back towards the wall of Zangief. What are you going to do? You're going to chop your way out of the forest?
Oh, okay. Perfect spacing. Lariat this
There you
time.
go.
Oh,
Damn,
okay.
that was far.
Okay. Great reaction to the dive kick. Whiff punish to get the sweep. This should be the round for Mena. Stops the bleeding. Gets a round on the board. This is still potential last game for Punk, but at least the lead is on Mena's side for the beginning of the game. And oh man, Punk instantly finds a way in. Back throw after the hooligan in the corner.
That was kind of tricky too with the fast fall just on the other side of Zangief. I didn't think he had enough time to get that throw.
Oh, just a little too late on the whip right there. Wasn't able to get the punish against Punk.
I'm invincible.
Back throw.
Yeah, he's playing in that pocket just in case Cammy wants to jump out.
And that's why you do it. Oh, those normals starting to add up. Actually had that hit and could have just taken the knockdown, but maybe possibly putting the idea out there of a reset in the SPD. That could potentially do it if done properly.
I think that makes a lot of sense too.
And he gets a level 3. So you know, OD Lariat confirmed.
Oh my God!
Oh wow, that's raw level 3. Punk at the ready. The DI is not going to be enough. Execute. And one more round on the side of Punk.
He doesn't understand why Kick
FlyQuest
Drivers
will
command
seal the
guard.
deal on this team battle. Mena, give me something. Okay? He's really starting to get the hang of this though.
He really is. Yeah, you're starting to see that adaptation. He did start it off with a W. One of the things I want to look forward to is what he's going to do with the drive gauge. He's going to initiate a little bit more often. We just saw it right now. Try to keep Punk on his toes.
Ow. Take throw not going to work this time. Punk's definitely been getting away with a lot of them. Okay.
Oh, the knee hammer.
Yes. Yeah, but I like the pressure confirmed.
Oh,
into
you're
the
dead?
level 3 for my loyal fans. Get tucked in. Still alive though. But plenty of drive. Oh, knockdown. Gets out of the corner, finds an opening, and they switch positions. Here's a throw from Punk. Oh, another throw. But the thing is, this is a guest for life scenario for Cammy, and on top of that, it's the least
He's going to do it again, right?
Oh!
Yeah, let's go!
The game 3 throws over. Mena doesn't see it coming. That's going to be 20 points in that last battle for FlyQuest. Takes him to 30 in this team battle. And man, that was just a hard draw. The Geef was definitely starting to make some strides, but once again, Punk is one of the best in the world. It is not going to be easy. It is not going to be easy to close out with a Mena RD, whether it's a Mena RD or anything like that. Oh, man.
That is a rough draw. Multiple throws. I was waiting for the moment of maybe a jump cancel SPD. I was waiting for a moment to maybe just kind of like backdash or jump out of the way. But that's just so unpredictable. Nobody expects Punk to do that exact sequence of offense, right? Or, I mean, not necessarily the exact sequencing, right? But multiple throws in that fashion, that's difficult to call. Then at the very end, the drive impact?
Yeah.
That's hard to predict, man.
We got to tell you guys about some great sponsors, some of the people holding us down here. It's Asus. Elevate your viewing experience with the Asus ROG monitors, featuring stunning visuals, ultra-fast refresh rates, and ergonomic designs. They're perfect for gamers and professionals alike. Visit asus.com to find your ideal display today. And of course, Brooks. Experience the power to conquer all games with Brook Gaming all-new Ultimate PS5 solution lineup. Shoutouts to Brooks for also being one of the main contributors and supporters here for Street Fighter League.
And for those big moments that we just saw in our very first match, well, guess what? SteelSeries has been a huge part of that in our journey here in Street Fighter League Pro-US. And in fact, SteelSeries Moments happens to have the easiest way to record and share your gameplay with all of your friends. Moments in-game auto clipping allows you to capture and share your clips anywhere at any time. Again, big shout out to our big sponsors here at Street Fighter League US. Going into it now though, FlyQuest with 250 points because of it all. Their hard work, the big strategies against the home teams as well. I do like the way that they've been playing it out. Let's see how they're feeling with Hollywood. RobTV standing by with our winners of our very first match. That is Team FlyQuest.
Yeah. Week 9 of Street Fighter League, and that's how we starting off. Team FlyQuest, first place. Psycho, you going up against Jin right there. What exactly did we just see?
You saw Cook.
Yeah.
That's personally one of my best matchups. We were strategizing on who we thought they would send up. We knew it was going to be Zen. I beat Kaba at DreamHack Dallas, so we figured, he didn't want that again. We knew Chris was going to have to take the bad matchup, so, but the vibes is working right now. They clicking.
Oh, yeah, and I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Let me hurt my man's Punk the God real quick. All right, now, Punk the God, you've only lost to one person this year at Street Fighter League. It was close last game, last round. It was Mena RD. Is that what that pop-off was about?
No, it's not really about that, about him beating me. It's just that I feel like, when people always talk about the best players, they always forget I'm there, and they always saying Mena. It's always Mena. It's always Punk can't really beat Mena. But Mena finds bad matchups for my characters, and, he still don't win 100% of the time. But when the foot is on the other hand and the matchup is even, I never actually lose to him. So, I'm sick of people saying that he's the best and this, blah, blah, blah. I don't really care to be the best, but don't say someone better than me because they sitting there, they find a lot of bad matchups and those kind of things. And then I struggle a little bit, but I still get a good amount of wins. And, I just like to show people and remind people who I am sometimes.
Bro, you know what? The fact that you still get that chip on your shoulder as the Evo champ, that's why you a dog. That's why you that guy. Punk the guy. Why is it that even in these moments, you still seem to find a way to have something to strive for, something to compete with? Do you feel like right now you are potentially the GOAT of Street Fighter? Is that what's on your resume right now or what you're working towards?
I'm already that, bro. I won Evo. I don't really have nothing to prove to anyone. I'm already to go at this game. I don't really know. I just want to keep winning tournaments and showing people that they're just not better than me. That's my whole goal with keep playing is to just keep beating everyone else. And, when someone has to talk about Punk, they got to say he was the greatest, just a guy I just couldn't beat. So, I strive to hear those kind of things when, I tune into someone's stream or a YouTube video come up. I want to just see people say that, when he left, I couldn't beat that guy.
Yo, it ain't too much to add to that. You like to hear that? That's what you're about to hear right now. Punk the God, quite possibly the GOAT in the world of Street Fighter. I'll tell you what, I don't think we have seen this level of reactions, this neutral game, and then, of course, the first ever American EVO champion, Team FlyQuest, first place in Week 9. Congratulations, fellas.
If I piqued your interest, I can teach you all the Shiranui techniques you can handle. Come find me in Aokigahara. Don't keep a good girl waiting. Oh, you finally made it. The Shiranui clan welcomes you.
the first course of Street Fighter League Week 9 has come to a close, but we're going to get into the second, and it's going to be Shopify Rebellion going up against Fighting Spirit. Now, look, Shopify Rebellion has a huge task in front of them.
Yes.
However, Fighting Spirit, one of the strongest teams here, kind of reformed championship team, but still, these guys are always delivering. Up first for Fighting Spirit, we do have Cien, and that is the scientist, as I like to call him. Who from Shopify Rebellion do you believe has the best chance on stopping Cien?
That's kind of a big deal, right? I feel like, the last time they sent out somebody for that, it was Dew and it was Guile. That was a 2-0 domination, to be honest with you. I want to see maybe like Hot Dog kind of take a crack at it, to be honest with you. I would love to see how the Bison would fare up against the DJ, but going up against NL, this is where it kind of gets kind of dicey, right? Then you have the rest of them, NL and DCQ. With NL, I don't know who I would send up after that, to be honest with you. I think maybe Guile could prove to be a pretty significant wall against the Akuma,
I was thinking the exact same thing. I think Dew might be the person that you send up to deal with NL. Slows down their pace. We know NL likes to go out there and make the game his, in the sense of like, you don't know what's going to come at you. I think Knuckle Dew might be the best pick, unless you got a change up on me real quick.
No. I was just thinking, right? Like, this is very interchangeable. I was thinking about Safe as well, but I feel like Dual Kevin is so ready for this exact moment. I feel like everything that has happened thus far in the league, with how many points Shopify Rebellion really needs to stay in the line of contention of the top 4, I feel like this moment is for him, where he has to face off against one of his big demons, against Bison.
Well, look, I'm glad you said that. Dual Kevin perfectly. I feel like this might be a job for the second Kevin, man. Look, this is why you get 2 Kevins, so you're never at a deficit, especially in a situation like this. But I think you're right. I think this is a task for Dual Kevin, and I also like the Knuckle Dew into Dual Kevin mix. I love that, in all honesty. But let's just say you get that, and then the NL pick, if you do put the Guile there and Knuckle Dew, works out, and then at least you get the 20 points that they actually need more than anything to actually stay alive. But that goes without saying. Obviously, they want all the points that they need. We do have an interview with Shopify Rebellion's Hot Dog, and let's take it to Hollywood, RobTV, to see what they have to say.
I am here with one of Hong Kong's brightest stars, Team Shopify's Hot Dog. What's going on, bro?
Good, Rob. Good to see you.
Hot Dog, the last match that we seen you in last week, your team needed points. You guys are currently in 5th place. You go up against JB. You had just seen Knuckle Dew lose right before that. What was going through your head going into that match?
If we got like 42-0 against Cloud9, it's like a huge chase to Cloud9 though. We tried to put our best matchup that we could play. Unfortunately, dude might get some mistake and lost the last, but I did catch up with JB, which I'm glad I did it because I dropped too many combos in there actually. No matter what, we just have to get as many points as we could, right?
So a few years ago, of course, you were on Team Psycho Shinobi. You started off a bit rough, so I know you can be a bit hard on yourself. With that being the case, how big was that win for you personally?
For me, like right now, for the first half season, I lost too many points. I feel bad. In my team, we got like Dual Kelvin and Dew, right? And Safe. I talk about the stuff like with Fighter Spirit, which is like come from like China, Hong Kong, Taiwan, right? We always check together. We hold a tournament right here with this bunch of people. Dual Kelvin might win it. This is that good right now.
He's ridiculous.
So I feel so bad that I lost too many points in the first half season because I always think Kevin deserved to be the playoff. I'm glad that I did something for him. Because he definitely deserved to be in the playoff. But at the end, we only got 10 points against Cloud9, unfortunately. But we still got a chance though,
Okay, so looking at the standings, right now you guys have 130 points. You are in 5th place, and you need to get top 4 to make it into the playoffs. You still got to fight Fighting Spirit, who's looking ridiculous right now, and Red Rooster. How do you guys get this done?
I know Fighting Spirit so much because every team member in that team is my friend. I know them so much, and we are home against them. We got a pretty huge advantage to get the best matchup that we could play. And also, let's be honest, like For Red Rooster, we still got a pretty good chance to get 40-0, I think. Yeah, because our team is so sonic and the matchups actually is not good for them even when we are away. I hope we could like get 80 points, and hopefully Bandits not doing that well for the next 2 weeks, and maybe we still got a chance. We never give up, man. We gotta try, yeah.
I love this part of the season where teams actually start rooting against the other squads. I'll tell you what, everybody at home, all the Shopify Rebellion fans are definitely rooting for you guys right now. Hot Dog, players talking to you, and
Thank
best
you.
of luck in your next match.
Thank you.
Talking about how prepared they are, we talked about how Hot Dog also being in the same region kind of goes a long way. He's also kind of proved that, right?
Yeah.
Being able to talk about being in the same group chat, etc. But if you could say that.
Yep.
Looking at the results from the past week 4, that was a 40 bomber.
That was a 40 ball.
Spirit.
That's terrifying going into this. But maybe, you know what I'm saying, having, this do or die kind of situation sets them up to perform a little better. Maybe it does something to their lineup. We already talked about how, we feel like some of these matchup issues are coming just from, the lineup that you send up there to deal. Given's Fighting Spirit is definitely one of the toughest teams we've ever had on Street Fighter
Easily
League.
one of the toughest teams, right? They are champion caliber. It's the same squad that they've had since their inception, the first time they've ever formed, right? I kind of want to know personally how that whole process has been, and I feel like we are actually going to be getting that in a little bit. Hollywood RobTV is standing by with NL with that exact interview coming in from the Fighting Spirit team.
NL, never lose, never lack, need love, because thugs need love too. NL, what's going on with you, brother?
As you can see, I think we are doing well. A little more, we have to do more doing well. So I just prepare next match.
You're playing very strong. I feel like in previous seasons, I asked your teammates about this, you had a little bit of nerves. Has something changed this season? You seem very comfortable.
At the beginning, I also nervous. Every year, I'm very nervous at the beginning. In the end, okay. But now, little earlier wake up. Next match is very important, so I'm still nervous, but okay. I'm still nervous. But.
So last week, you guys go up against Team FlyQuest, and you play against Chris CCH. Chris made it a point to point out the fact that you actually had beat him 3-0 in Street Fighter League up to that point. So he talked some trash to you in Korean. Were you surprised? Or did you hear what he said?
But it's okay. Before I beat him, we may be annoying. So it's okay. Okay for me. Next match will be change the place, so I'm okay.
Also, next match, you're going to be taking that first place spot, you're saying?
I hope.
Your next matches are up against Shopify Rebellion and Bandits. You guys already got 210 points. Very strong chance to make the playoffs. Bandits is still fighting for it. Shopify Rebellion needs their points. They're hungry. They're hunting you. Are you scared?
A little bit scared, but Shopify Rebellion also we beat already. So we have experience winning.
Yeah.
So next will be better.
But I do gotta ask, with the teams that we see down there, with Bandits, Cloud9, and Shopify Rebellion, who would you rather see lose? Who do you not want to make the playoffs?
Yeah, I know you're rooting to get somebody.
Yes,
I
but
know.
I just as a person like Menafort, he's very strong. So Bandits.
Bandits,
Yes.
get out of the playoffs. My man NL not trying to have to deal with Minute RD, although he did already beat him. NL, phenomenal season up to this point, and best of luck in your next match, bro.
That's a really big thing of NL to say. I mean, if you go back and look at NL's past experiences on Street Fighter League, him specifically, has always taken a little time to get started. Never not the threat, but it has taken him a time. He says they have definitely taken him a bit to get into the stride of things, but now they're in full swing. You can tell by the results alone. However, you also have to point out the fact we noticed that Shopify Rebellion needs at least 20 points, but the last time that this team met each other, they actually got 40 bombed by Fighting Spirit. So right now, look, anything is a victory. 20 points to stay, 40 points to make it count. We're going to get into this next game. It's going to be Knuckle Doo, who they send up going up against the scientist. Shit. They clap it up. I like this. The DJ Mirror.
Unexpected, right? We talked about how they played against each other in week number 4. Do Dang had picked out the Guile instead. This time it's going to be the Mirror match, which is actually not too bad of a look. If you guys remember in previous weeks, Xian got absolutely demolished by Zhen in the Mirror match.
Okay. Oh, nice. And already, and look, I remember watching Dude stream and watching the Chair stream when he first started playing this character. And he was like, man, DJ is kind of crazy for me because I could just do anything I want.
It feels great. Chair's probably streaming it right now.
Yeah, the Chair's probably restreaming right now. That Chair's got more. I'm telling you, that Chair could beat me in Street Fighter right now, bro.
I feel it. Both of us combined.
All right? That's Knuckle Dude's Chair.
That's the Knuckle Dude.
And look at this, the fireball game in strong play right now. One of the main things a lot of players feel like this character really does excel at in a lot of matchups. Nice, tries to go for a little tricky option there, not gonna work out.
Yeah, this is where it gets kind of dicey, right? What happens when both players are both in tune with each other's sway? Like, is anybody gonna like take that bait, right? It's gonna be very hard to kind of choreograph any sort of traps as either player.
Oh, drive rush, jab, side switch. Wake up, jab, go straight into the level 3. This is not gonna kill, but what it is gonna do is give you some time back on this drive bar and burn out DJ. No, just slightly. There it is.
I'm glad that he knows how to secure the burnout without having to like risk throwing out the projectile, dashing up and causing heavy punches. Oh, jackknife, you were not clear for takeoff. If there's anything Knuckle Dude excels at, it's sniping people out with the flash kicks, his guile.
Oil King instantly stands up.
Trying to crank it up, going back into it. Xian deliberating just a little bit. A little bit of a problem in the mirror match. It seems that way. It's been an ongoing trend thus far. It's currently 3 games down, right? 2 against Xian, or 2 against Zhen, 1 against Knuckle Dude.
Wow,
I love that.
Love
See,
the
we talked about that, right? How are you going to be able to get some of the sway mix-ups against your own character? He's got the tools to combat against it. He can outsway your sway if he wants to. Then you'll be asking yourself, how, Sway?
How, Sway?
You ain't got the answer, Sway. You ain't got the. You ain't be doing the education.
Oh, back dash. Oh, wow, just a walk back here from Knuckle Dude, and he is looking super strong in this matchup. Wake up, crouch, jab.
I love that. I love that answer, by the way. Uh-oh.
One more interaction could possibly close out the trade combo. He's got 2 bars, but he's not going to be able to close out, and he isn't burnout. Wake up, jackknife maximum from Knuckle Dude, 1 round away from scoring 10 of the 20 points that they so desperately need in this matchup.
So dangerous. The fact that Knuckle Dude is willing to risk it all on that wake up, you know what? That just makes it even deadlier.
You can't do it again, right? You won't do that again.
Oh, he might.
No, that's not a 1 per game Hail Mary.
Don't be surprised, Steve.
Ooh, big counter hit. Xian, give me something.
He might walk just out of there, too.
Nice. Anti-air side switch. Not sure if that was intentional or not. Perfect parry. Knuckle Dude so good at just taking the momentum. A lot of times, you're not getting a lot of damage, but the momentum that you need back after perfect parry is so important in this game. Back throw.
This character's so fun, man. Feint into the throw.
Oh, another
what a bait.
Knuckle Dude in trouble, and like you said, he will do it again. He would do it again, but this time gets jumped on.
I'll tell you what, if that situation arises in this round, you know he's going to do it again. Swinging away with the punish counter. There it is right there. OD jackknife. Got the interruption though from Xian. Drive rush on forward, feinting. Yes, sir. Now he's looking real good with some of these sways.
Uh-oh, wait a minute. Here comes Dude now fighting back, and Xian tries to give him one of his own. 3 bars on the table for both of these guys, but when are you going to spend it? Right now, says Knuckle Dude. Big life lead, but also you got to keep in mind, 3 bars on the side of Xian. You cannot let him find a hit, but look at the damage. Oh,
I knew it!
He did it again! That's 10
I
points
told you!
for Shopify Rebellion. That's 10 of the 20 that they need, and they have already done better than they have in their last meeting, and that's a big congratulations. That is in order. Who goes up next? They have NL for the side of Fighting Spirit. They've already switched up what we thought was going to happen, and it's working out for them.
Hey, man. You know, we thought about it. We thought it would be Hot Dog coming up first, then Knuckle Dude. In fact, It's going to be the other way around. Now we're going to get the hot dog facing off against Akuma, but we've been fearing it's NL.
Man, this is really interesting. But maybe this is Hot Dog using his training expertise to the team's advantage, right? He's obviously played with these guys before. They are from the same region. But it comes a time when points are on the line where he's like, you got to throw all of that out the window. I'm here to get points. I'm here to stay alive in this event. And look, SFL is not going to get easier. It's only going to get harder. But once again, they've already done better at this point. NL last week we saw, man, he took a heavy loss, man, to the point where it was effective, man. He was thinking about it for quite some time. But now, man, if anything, NL definitely knows how to, shake off a loss, come back even stronger. So it looks like it's going to be NL versus Hot Dog. That's what it actually is going to be. And I can't wait to see how this turns out. But here we go.
Lost your pants. Here we go. Game 1. Oh, this is jam. He's not even looking at the screen anymore. We lost him. Ladies and gentlemen, we lost him.
Just saying, bro. This is a banger right here. Even the koi fish back there know what's up. Oh. They hop out of the water. Yo, this is a banger.
Yeah.
What? Back into the water.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the pace already. Remember, man, Shopify Rebellion, they need at least 20 points.
And I was going to be the one to kind of maybe pump the brakes on that, right? Pump the brakes on that journey. Who knows?
Okay. Oh, what a whiff punish. NL making it hurt. In trouble.
Man, the harassment, too. You tried to press a button after a plus normal? I appreciate the check, and also I appreciate you checking out on that guillotine. Demon flip to get the bait on the throw against Hot Dog. Parry, sweet chin music.
That's the dog's cool. Okay, just parries it.
Ooh,
counter
we like
hit.
those punish counters. We like those a lot. That's something I feel like that's underutilized. But Hot Dog, he's definitely got that under wraps. Here comes the bomb. No, I lied to you. His low medium kick instead. Dash up twice, maybe a back throw. No, he's not going to throw with lights.
Okay. Guillotine after the flip. Backdash, nothing comes from it though. Not close enough to make anything happen off the counter hit. Great perfect parry right there to take the momentum back. Likely definitely in favor of Bison right here. Crosscut gonna find his mark for NL as he gets the back throw to reclaim position.
Not going to be really pursuing after that. You don't get a lot after the back throw. Maybe unless if you spend the drive gauge, but that's something I don't think NL was pretty much dedicated on. He's not going to be doing that with how much drive gauge or how little drive gauge he has left. But a single hit from both ends will definitely seal the round. It's just a matter of when and where it's going to happen.
Oh, the roll forward.
He dropped!
Man, I think we saw the same thing last week.
100% we did.
Oh, hell yes. Attack. Didn't get the follow-up once again. But he is in burnout, so you really need to be careful. Oh, what an interrupt with the crowd strong.
Amazing.
Hot Dog. Hot Dog.
Ah, diggity dog.
Bro, the choir going off in the background? Yeah. When did they get here?
So angelic.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Hot Dog. Pressure in the corner.
Uh-oh.
This big damage. We all talked about how my man Akuma cannot take a hit.
Oh, especially now.
Yep.
Oh, that was punish counter. Give me the conversions,
please. Do you spend the 3 or no? My man's at burnout.
If I were Hot Dog or if I were Akuma?
Akuma.
I don't know. It really depends on the circumstances. I don't think I'd be spending it anytime soon.
He's getting closer back to that burnout. DI gets the wall. Hot Dog closes out the first game.
He's not throwing fireballs until he sees you walk forward. Then he starts poking. But every time you're holding down back, he's not throwing fireballs. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, because it's pretty hard to self-crochet in that ring. So even I charge it, actually it doesn't help me. But yeah, I would love for that.
So maybe you could hold down back for a little bit, show that you're charging, then walk forward, then do a delay scissor kick to beat his fireball to interrupt.
Or just taking a space. It's up to you, but it's really something to keep in mind.
Yeah, just a read.
You did reversal crouching medium kick twice after your second button. You did standing medium punch, then jab, and you did reversal crouching medium kick. The first time it got you, the second time you counter hit it.
Yeah, you're playing really good though. You're checking everything. Let's go, Hot Dog.
Good stuff, good stuff.
See if you can do so now. Uh-oh, not not with that.
That's not how that doesn't start a good trip, I can tell you that. It's gonna be a long, treacherous journey.
You just got out the house, you got a flat tire?
Right. We're out of gas.
Filled up last night. There's a leak.
Oof. Oh.
Yeah.
The reverse. Okay. OD this time around. Looking for an air exchange.
I can't believe he hit him again.
Oh, wow. Wasn't looking for the jump this time. NL finds a hit. Demon flip. Tries to get a reaction. Hot Dog learned his lesson. Does not engage, but has the life lead.
That had to be a stop. That last one. Forward throw is going to be enough. I'm liking this from Hot Dog. Looking at match point. He's got 2 bars to his name as well. The next couple of hits could be absolutely destructive towards NL's life.
Dash. Ooh. But what a great call to put up Hot Dog versus NL. Looking like the right decision already. That experience definitely going to pay off. Not in range for throws, either one of them, but it gives NL a chance. He finds an opening, level 3.
It's pretty huge, right? The damage, the recovery of the drive gauge, being able to slow it down to your pace is exactly what NL needs. Oh boy, almost dead. Oh my, hella dead. Just got to chip him out. Nice and easy, but still, that was off of the shimmy. Even less work for NL. Looking at that bar down below, I can feel it. Javit's combo coming.
Pressure. Look at the drive bar. Finds the counter hit too. Or just to clean it.
Nice, man.
Oh, nice. Overhead into the ball. Oh, you're dead. That's 20 points on the board, pending no drop. What are you going to do? A perfect to close it out. That is going to be 10 points for Shopify Rebellion. The 20 points they needed to have a chance. They are still alive at SFL.
At the minimum, they needed that. At the minimum. Hot Dog.
Hot Dog.
Coming in from the interview, he says, you know what? Listen, guys, I got this. I'm in the group chat. I'm here to infiltrate all their business. I'm ready to show up to work today. And he did. In emphatic fashion, 2-0 against NL.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about, right? Other teams looking at this like, yo, fighting spirit. They might be not holding that spot for too much longer. Shopify Rebellion going up. Fighting spirit going down. Not sure on the standings if that's going to make a big change, but still something these other teams are going to be paying attention to going forward. And we're going to get into it. Dual Kevin coming up as the anchor for Shopify Rebellion. DCQ, not unfamiliar with this spot. Let's see what happens. This is a high caliber match, pay-per-view even, and you're getting it for free. You guys should be so lucky.
For free?
Rashid M. Bison, let's get into it. Yo.
What a counter poke. My man was ready to stop that drive rush. He saw the green, he was like, I'm the red. Look at this Bison outfit.
Oh, nice. Holding up, gets out of there, side switch. Gets away from the throw, though. And still ready to interrupt, gets the target combo.
He is beating him up. Jesus, every opening that you could possibly ask for. DCQ.
Okay. Finds a couple of counter hits. Dual Kevin fighting his way back in here. No combos, just pokes. Oh, that was nice. Close to the distance, gets the throw.
He is playing at such a different pace right now. DCQ finally getting opened up though by Dual Kevin on the way over. The safe jump into the throw. Gonna dash up again. Level 1 does
not gonna be enough. Dual Kevin has the reins to this round in his hands, and he gets the first blood here. This is great news for Shopify Rebellion, that is. And of course, like, obviously, fighting spirit, their morale has to be kind of like shaking a little bit. NL, 2 times now, has not been able to close out. And it's definitely putting the team in a tighter spot. Obviously, they're in the higher ranks. Not looking to be afraid of much, especially when it comes to the playoff picture. But you never want to be down too many games, especially going into the later half.
Yeah, with how many games are left in the regulation of the season, going into the playoffs, I totally agree with you. However, DCQ is looking to raise that morale, trying to boost that confidence with the team, as he usually does. Boom. Hence why he's in the anchor positioning. This perfect really sets the tone for the rest of it. However, critical art on the side of Dual Kevin one big start into the corner, one big push into the corner could lead to disaster. It's just a matter of Dual Kevin getting that opening.
Look at the range that DCQ is playing at, and now Dual Kevin contesting it, sets up the level 2. What? The jump back, jumps over. His defense against that entire sequence was so good, and he's got the positioning in his favor. Perfect parry back throw. Yes, here comes Dual Kevin. Punish counter throw. Another one, but for sure. No! You should have did it. It would have worked. Backdash gets him out of there. DCQ takes his turn. Punish counter throw of his own. Mine still there. Bomb planted.
So many turns, so much damage to the drive gauge. There's the burnout. Futile.
Oh, what a call out. Oh my gosh, he's in burnout. Don't forget he's got the level 3. The throw, not a back throw. Kick it at him? No. Using it.
It's gone. Oh. It vanished. He's got no bars. Oh, he's got drive gauge. So does DCQ.
Oh, okay, wait a minute. Both. Oh, what an interrupt! Oh, Kevin! Bro, that was on pins and needles. Anybody could have went in first, but it was Dual Kevin, and he gets the first game, and
He's just a better reaction version of me, so just play your style. You're good. He's not like crazy Bison.
And that's guy Hot Dog talking. We talked about how he's been one of the most active talkers on the bench, but on top of that, just the fact that once again he plays with these guys. They're in a big chat, they talk to each other, you know they play games. So Hot Dog is definitely going to have some intel.
I'm loving that too. That's the type of synergy you were looking for Shopify Rebellion. That medium kick usage, you are looking crazy with that. You're using that as a measuring tool. You get the counter hits. You get the full confirm off of that. Let's go. On the other side.
Neutral jump, they traded out. But here comes DCQ. Oh, wake up, OD spinning mixer first we've seen. Oh, and the throw catches the startup of the parry.
That's part of waking up.
Oh.
Oh, he's gonna do it again. He thought he wouldn't do it again. That's the other Kevin, though. He's coming out. He's coming out to play.
Now using it as a major threat. And stand medium. Oh.
Same for DCQ.
Right, I was about to say, that goes both ways. Crouch short.
Frame kill off of the mediums, forward throw. Doesn't want to set it up just yet. Still trying to apply that
pressure.
pressure.
What a whip punish.
Dual Kevin.
He's going to get 3 bars. He's spinning that.
No, you're killing him right now. He's killing him right now.
That's going to be it. Another one on the board for
so
Dual
fast.
Kevin. Woo! Boy, we still got 72 seconds left on the clock. That's going to be a level 3 to close out. 2 games to none. DCQ is in trouble.
That was the fastest. Oh, hold on. Let me pipe it down a little bit. Although it was the fastest W that Dual Kevin, actually the fastest loss that DCQ has ever taken, I think there's going to be a time where we might see the computer get the firmware update. You know, the last time he's been at a deficit, I think it was just like, what, a few weeks ago? And he took it down to a different pace and got the big W. Maybe it'll happen again.
I mean, look.
Maybe he'll have it in him. We can never count DCQ out, is the point that I was trying to make.
No, you're right. We saw him in this position before. Went down 2 games. He's like, actually, let me turn this around. And he did just that. Dual Kevin, however, I don't think he's going to let it go that easy. He's made great adjustments as well, that being one of them, shimmying in his face and playing this range where Bison is a little afraid to hit butts and wants to depend more on scissors. But it's not working out at all. He is just drowning him in this corner.
Yeah, this is a matchup I feel like a lot of the Japanese players have been really studying and starting to get better at with Gachiku leading the pack with Rashid. So a lot of the data has been really out there. And also Dual Kevin has been playing his part in the West, providing that, you know, this matchup is very much so doable. This matchup is I feel like, going to be a lot better for the Rashid players out there.
Oh, gets the throw, and that's it. 1 round away for Dual Kevin and Shopify Rebellion to get a 40-point game versus Fighting Spirit.
Can he secure it? He has a level 2 locked and loaded too. There was an attempt at the parry against the Cyclone's grounding. Now it's going to be DCQ implanting the bomb, drive rush forward. Kevin taking some precautious steps backwards and also a couple of mediums just in case, but does stave off the bomb. It's going to be just fine. Still Facing the wall, this is going to be a problem. Facing the corner.
Okay, not done yet. Bomb's still there. The trade, and he is constantly looking for this trade combo, but he gets the hit right here, fights back to the middle of the screen. 3 bars are there. Great block by DCQ on the overhead. Level 2, this could be curtains for DCQ if he doesn't play properly. Gets the back throw. Whirlwind still there. Oh, what an anti-air, even on the powered up jump.
Oh boy. Medium range.
Back throw. DCQ is a hit away. There's a throw. Guess for life now. Oh, he woke up with a counter hit. That could be it. A 40-point game against the Fighting Spirit comes by way of Shopify Rebellion and Dual Kevin. And you know it's high fives all around on that bench. That is what I'm talking about. That is something big. They only needed 20. They got 20 more to come home with. And Fighting Spirit, oh man, just went down 40 points. I believe they were second the last time we saw them. That is going to change a couple of things, especially for Shopify Rebellion. Even Punk going over there and congratulating the team. All of FlyQuest going over there. They're like, yeah, get these guys away from us. Get these guys as far away from us as possible. Make the gap bigger. But also that really does shake up things. Bandits not in the spot they want to be either. And now Fighting Spirit and Bandits are going to be in a tough situation going into the last weeks of Street Fighter League. Oh, let's go.
What a rebuttal. From the first encounter, Fighting Spirit, they got the 40 dub on them. The big changeup. Hey, Steve, I don't know if you noticed. Do you see any W's on there? I don't think there was a single game taken from the side of Fighting Spirit. I think this is the very first clean sweep. 2 games, 3 games in favor of Shopify Rebellion. That is insane. I think it's the very first clean sweep we've had in the history of ever.
Oh my gosh, we gotta look. We gotta check the tapes. We gotta go and look at the records to be 100% sure. But man, look. All right, so look, once again, Fighting Spirit going down quite a few points from that first place spot, especially that FlyQuest is there. That's why they congratulated him. But that sets up Cloud9, right? That sets up Cloud9, Fighting Spirit, as well as Bandits. Heavy contention for the last 3 playoff spots. And then, of course, you still see Shopify Rebellion at 170 points. So look, depending on who they play next week, this could definitely change a few things up. That is a great contention point going into the final week of Street Fighter League. But of course, it cannot be done without our amazing sponsor. So I gotta show some love. Unlock your gaming potential with the Asus ROG monitors. Perfect for both console and PC games. They offer stunning visuals, fast refresh rates, and ergonomic designs. Visit asus.com to level up your setup today.
And we've talked about the official headset of Street Fighter League, just in case you had missed it. It is the SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro. Enhanced with premium high-fidelity drivers and sonar software, the Nova Pro is ideal for any fight you take on going forward out in the streets, out in the arenas, out in some of these super premieres. One thing's for certain, it's a big help here for Street Fighter League Pro-US. But of course, wouldn't be without the help of our third sponsor, Brooks. Experience the power to conquer all games with Brook Gaming's all-new Ultimate PS5 solution lineup.
And with that, I believe we're going to go down to the stage with the winning 40-point team against Fighting Spirit. It's going to be Hollywood RobTV with the winners. Take it away.
Y'all thought the first match was crazy in week 9 of Street Fighter League, but now the ante has been upped even more. Shopify Rebellion, you needed every single point and you got it. I'm gonna start off with my man's Hot Dog. You said in the interview that we had that you know this team so well. Did you help your team prep a lot for them because of how well you know Fighting Spirit?
Yeah, actually, like, to be honest, like everyone in the Fighting Spirit is my friend. No, I know them well. I always practice with them. That's why I could tell my teammate the weakness they got. Like at the end, like, do get an idea. Oh, what if I play DJ Mirror? Oh wait, that's good because everything DJ got, Xian's not really like it. So turns out we practice and he 3-0 me. Oh man, let's go DJ. You DJ.
Oh, you already know at that point.
Yeah, and then it turns out it did well. It like 2-0, right? I'm glad that helped my team get the 40-0.
Okay. Now let me talk to my man's Dual Kevin. I actually think that none of you guys lost the game throughout that entire set, actually, as I'm thinking about it. That said, Dual Kevin, you have been going crazy, dog. Are you kidding me? You go up against DCQ in that clutch spot. What's going through your head going through that match? And how do you feel about your personal season so far?
I mean, I feel like I had to deliver. My first two teammates, they did their thing. I feel like I've been having a great season, but I can't have it stop here. So I focused on my game plan. I was listening to my teammates, whatever advice they gave me, and surely, yeah, I was able to deliver.
My man's Dual Kevin. Last but not least, I gotta talk to the leader. I gotta talk to my guy, Capcom Cup champ, Knuckle Do Dang. You go up against Xian, and you actually ran the mirror match. That's kind of disrespectful. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I mean, when we saw Cian show up, I was like, okay, I could play him again, but I felt like maybe my teammates would be like, okay, you lost him on the away side, so on home, why would you want to play Cian again? But I'm glad they trusted me, and the DJ thing was the last second pick. Like, I had a 3-2 game with Hot Dogs DJ 3-2, and I'm like, that's a little uncomfortable, but DJ, I kind of smoked Hot Dog, I'm not gonna lie to you. So yeah, that gave me a lot of confidence, and I'm glad they trusted me, because, you know, it's scary to do the run back on such a crunch time, you know?
Yeah, but you got it done. That's why you're that clutch. Speaking of clutch, you need just a little bit more to make the playoffs. Right now, look at the standings. Team Bandits, 190 points, where you have 170. What's the mindset with this last match? You do know that Bandits has to fight Fighting Spirit, and of course, next week, you guys are going to be fighting Red Rooster.
Yeah, Red Rooster, they got nothing to lose, bruh, so I feel like they're going to have fun, and we just got to do what we do best and just smoke them, you know? Like, we just got to... We can't think about the points, because that's going to... I mean, if you guys know, from last year's Street Fighter League, we didn't qualify because Red Rooster had 5 more points than us, and that was a heartbreaker. Oh, you're right. So it's going to come down to us and Red Rooster again, so yeah.
Team Shopify, with their back up against the wall, gets a 40-0 trouncing over Fighting Spirit, but it is not done yet. Ladies and gentlemen, we got more Street Fighter League for you right after this break.
New challenger!
As important as it was in the previous match, this one is just as important going into it. Cloud9 versus Red Rooster. With the current rankings, Cloud9 needs as many points as possible at a minimum to stay alive. 20 points to their name. However, the Red Rooster camp no longer part of the discussion, unfortunately. They're here to disrupt everybody's plans, so you know they're gonna go nuts. They're on the away side this time around, though. Their current order right now, as it stands, it's Brutus coming in with the Zangief, Uriel Valorio with the Ken, as well as Ajax Fiagjalacha as the Ed in the anchor spot.
Man, look, I'm gonna be real. I feel like, look, Zangief, Brutus, this is scary when they have nothing to lose. I would say put either Guile there, put Rashid there. That way it makes it a lot harder for that matchup. Brutus is going to have to play a lot more careful. We've seen what happens when people slow it down. Right. However, with Uriel being on that second spot, man, I'm going to tell you right now, put Guile first and then Rashid second. So I'm going to be, and they need 20, and they need these 20 points. So that's why I say, put him second, let JB get those points, because obviously everybody, you have to know how to fight Ken. He's going to need that anyway. And then for Ajax, put Boost down there.
That's Boost, automatic.
That's Boost.
That's
Boost, baby.
That's Boost Wayne. He's trying to get all the money. That's Boost Wayne.
Boost Man, Boost Mobile, we know what it is. That guy's ridiculous. He's been one of the players that has put on the most, I personally feel like, for Cloud9, and just one of the strongest hitters out there to have in the field. Well, look, with all that said, we have our predictions. Let's go and talk to the teams. Hollywood RobTV is down on the stage talking to Cloud9's Lex. Let's take a listen.
I remember when this player was about yay high. And now he is going up against Capcom Cup champs in extremely important clutch matches and wiping them out. Of course, I am talking about Cloud9's Lex. What's going on, bro?
What's up, bro?
Lex, straight to that, what I just referred to, man. Take me through that. You facing off with Knuckle Dude when you know they need the points.
Yeah, I had to come in clutch. I play Dude a lot. Like, we always playing Guile Mirror, Cammy, Guile. I'm surprised he didn't go to Guile Mirror because he usually beats me in it. His Cammy, I already know his habits a lot, so it's easier than his Guile.
So what does it feel like to you knowing that there was a time not too long ago when players like that were outside of your skill range? Now you've leveled up so much from all that grinding and you're right there with them.
Yeah, it's crazy. The reason I play Guile is because of Dude. When I used to play Karen because of Punk, and then I met Dude, and I switched to Guile because he was teabagging and just looked mad cool. And, it was the best choice of my life. Like, it changed me.
Okay, and you know, speaking about somebody that seems to have changed or just have a whole new form, what is going on with Boost, dog? Like, he destroyed Kid.
Yeah, it's insane. He was very prepared for Dual Kevin. Boost is the type of player that he studies people, and then he does it in a match like he's playing in his couch or something. It's insane, and he just had him downloaded, bro. It was crazy.
Okay, last thing I want to ask you about, we know what a prodigy. So, of course, he's talking all of his trash. He getting the other team all riled up and all of that. What would you say about that sort of thing? Are you comfortable in that environment? Do you think it helps or hurts?
I think it's helping a lot with Boost, especially because Boost is so confident. He called himself Boost Wayne today, bro. he said he's the best today. Like, that's all Noah talk.
Yeah.
Because of Noah, yeah.
That was crazy. He said the only person here that's touching him is Punk. Actually being that confident is wild. So right now you have 200 points on the leaderboard. In this next match, how do you guys line up? Because you definitely need every point right now. How do you match up?
Yeah, so I'm thinking Boost is the best right now, so definitely put an anchor for most of the matches, and I think we should be good. Shopify has to get 80 points in order to catch up to us. They have to beat everybody 4-0, and their next matches is Fighting Spirit and Red Rooster, so that's gonna be very tough. I don't think it's gonna happen.
Definitely gonna be tough, and something that's gonna be tough is anybody trying to stand in the way of Cloud9, trying to reach their glory, reach their destiny. Lex, you have been phenomenal so far. Good luck with the rest of the season.
Thank you, bro.
I'm really enjoying that synergy too. We've talked about like how they would be as like a power duo in regards to the Cloud9 organization being both very prolific Street Fighter 6 players, but coming in where it's actually a team format. I was expecting to see what the kind of, responses were going to be like, what the energy was going to be like between brothers, right? If you're not being able to get the points you need, if the big brother was going to step up and be like, yo, man, I need you to step it up. That's what I wanted to see from JB, right? A little bit of tough love too. So I as much as I enjoyed that, we're starting to see some of those results. What I really would love to see is some of those results also being in favor of Brutus as well. We kind of talked about that before we threw the interview towards Lex. I want to see where Brutus's mental is at in regards to the current season of Street Fighter League, man. I know it's his very first time. He doesn't necessarily have the best run, but let's hear it anyway. We got RobTV standing by with Brutus, part of Team Red Rooster.
Coming into this season of Street Fighter League, one of the most exciting stories easily was my man Brutus joining Street Fighter League for the first time, representing Canada. Brutus, what is going on, bro?
What's good, Rob? How are you doing?
I'm definitely doing good right now. First and foremost, I gotta ask about the squad. You guys are at 50 points. I think mathematically that might mean that it's GG's. How do you feel about the season?
So, I can only speak for myself because obviously the rest of my team, they have their own opinions on what happened, but no one's harder than me on me than myself. Like my team trusts me to go into that anchor position a lot, and I take responsibility. I wasn't able to clutch it out when it mattered, And I carry that burden, it's hard, but the fact that my team was even willing to send me up there and have the confidence in me, it means a lot to me, And
the fact that you had the confidence to accept and step up there every time to put on the show was phenomenal too. That said, you guys still have a couple matches left, and even if you can't make it to the playoffs, you can ruin some people's day. Is that the mentality right now?
100%. We're still here to play, Even though we can't make it anymore, there's still some Street Fighter left to be played, Here to crush some dreams.
Your next match is up against Team Cloud9. How are you guys going to match up with them? They do need points right now. 200 points. They're right there in the thick of it, but they aren't guaranteed.
They aren't guaranteed. We're going to make it as hard for them as possible, Bandits is right there, and listen, bro, even though I'm eliminated Shopify, they got a Canadian on there. They got my boy safe, so I'm going to try and make it as easy as them as possible to qualify. You know what I'm saying?
So you got an agenda.
I got an agenda, bro. Canada, Canada's on top of US. We try to make sure it's consistently that way.
Okay, I absolutely love that. What has been your favorite thing about your first season of Street Fighter League?
Yeah, it's gonna sound a little weird, but the pressure of playing, playing in tournaments. I've done team tournaments before, playing for yourself, but playing here for those captain spots for those points, that pressure, it's different and it's thrilling, man. Like the adrenaline, and it's a heartbreaker when it doesn't work out. But when it works out, man, you can't be replicated on any other format.
Yo, Brutus, always a pleasure talking to you, brother. I'm not gonna lie to you, I hope that y'all crush some dreams because that is just a beautiful thing to see. Playing with pretty much no pressure, and my man is being open about his Canadian overlord agenda. You love to see it. Canada's finest, Brutus.
And this is exactly what we were talking about, man. Red Rooster in this position where all their dreams are gone, so now they're here to play nightmare to any other team remaining. First on the list, Cloud9. We know they need these 20 points at least, but also Brutus says, hey, I'm still rooting for my fellow Canadian in safe. So, with that being said, we're going to get into this next game. It's going to be Cloud9 versus Red Rooster, completely off on the call-out, by the way. It's going to be JB versus Brutus to start this off. Let's get into it. Week 9 continues.
This is one of the matchups that we've been talking about for a while now. This is going to be a very, very exciting one to see whether or not Brutus has it in him to really talk that talk and walk the walk. I want to see him disrupt some of the dreams with JB. He's got his sights. He's got his sights on something higher than that. He's looking at playoff contention.
Oh, wait a minute. Back throw. Defensive throw gets him out of that corner. Going to give JB a little more space, but he's an active player. He really likes to be up on you anyway, so. Oh, wait a minute. Almost had to confirm. Fighting back with armor in these situations. Gets the big counter hit, overhead, pushes to the corner. Punish, counter throw, JB. Level 2 on deck. You know he's going to send it. How do you contest it?
I'm actually very surprised he went for that. I think he wanted to obviously like secure the burnout. But
the SPDs, you know they're coming out. You know they're coming out.
He can't drive much forward though.
Nice.
The jump is highly questionable.
I'm going to be real. I thought it was a little too early. The spinning mixer might miss. I was afraid for him. But he gets it. DI a little too late to deal with the hurricane, but gets the knockdown. Here comes Brutus.
Occupying a lot of that space, preventing Zengi from moving on in because of the whirlwind shots. Just walk up pretty casually. Getting a back throw against the perfect parry.
Okay, knockdown in the corner. Drive rush forward just to keep the pressure. Parry, I like the option. Goes for the fake out. Throw still broken. Brutus keeping his wits about him, but he's in a bad spot in this corner. Level 2 is there. Make him guess.
No.
Nice. Back throw. Kicks the whirlwind out of the corner. Baits out the drive reversal. And that's going to be it for the first game. It's going to go to JB and Cloud9.
We were talking about how important it is to secure those first 20 points coming in for the side of Cloud9. If this goes JB's way, it definitely alleviates a lot of stress from the team. With those 20 points, able to hang with the big boys in the playoffs, but Brutus not done yet.
And the thing is, JB, I feel like is another one. He's a captain here, for the first time in Street Fighter League. So he's got a lot of responsibility on his side as well. Even just going back to last week where he didn't get the results that he wanted in some of these instances, you really got to take that into account. So you know this would be good for the team morale as well.
Oh, you can't jump in on Brutus. Maybe you can, right? But then that happens.
Yeah, he always likes to kill
the big roundhouse from the big fella. I always thought that was such a funky normal. My man, Zengi could raise his boots all the way up to like chin level. Look, flexible.
You gotta be flexible as a wrestler, bro.
Oh, no, I don't disagree with that.
Big damage. No charge whirlwind. Just feints it for the throw. Trade. Ooh, a little shimmy in and out. Finds a low forward drive rush into the SRK. Pulls to let you know it's real. One more round, and this can be 10
not
points.
Just visual effects.
Nah, man.
I always thought that was pretty cool that he got the enemy under to it.
Oof. I definitely like that. You know me. Pulls for no reason. It's the counter hit. Goes straight to the armor option. Brutus. Gets the knockdown. No splat. Headbutt. You gotta hold that. I'm out. Just runs, jumps out of the corner.
Oh.
Lariat to get the knockdown. Level 3 is there. Oh, you could die. Don't get hit by level 3. And I was talking about Rashid. Don't get hit by level 3, bro. I'm telling you right now.
You're trying to like will it to existence.
I'm
what
just
it is.
saying,
I feel
bro.
your energy right now, and I'm gonna match that. I think I appreciate that. Let me see it. Let me see it on level 3 from Zangief. Uh-oh.
As a wrestler, bro.
Let me see drive rush forward raw into level 3. Can I see that?
My man's getting antsy. He's waiting on you to do something crazy. And we've seen what Brutus is willing to do, especially on Wake Up if you do that Wake Up spinning mixer. We've seen the anti-air approach to catch him out of it. The DI, not prepared for it. Should be able to close it out. HP spinning mixer gonna be the tail, and that's gonna be 10 points on the board for Cloud9. 10 of the 20 that they need. JB going up, getting the job done for the squad right now. Once again, man, Red Rooster okay with just playing the guys who spoil it for everybody else.
But coming up, it's exactly what we, well, not necessarily exactly, but it was a possibility. We were talking about like the potential switch, if anything. JB going up first, but then looking at the Ken from Udio Valorio. I do believe this is a pretty strong choice. Having Lex to put up the barricade, to kind of be the nuisance against Udio's wild style. I love the Guile pick here. It lets us know, too, that we might potentially get maybe a Noah for the anchor spot, maybe a safe for Ajax Ed, who knows?
Next match is going to be a good one. It's going to be Lex and the Guile versus Uriel Valerio and the King. I was slurring my words there, sorry.
I was like, wait a minute. King of what? King of the world happening in London. All right, here we go. Sorry about that. Hey.
Already playing the range game. This could be a little tricky for Ken, I can tell you.
Did you see how active that normal was to still clip as an anti-air? Jesus. That's kind of deceptive. Punish counter. Oh.
Oof.
Kind of hurts.
Big damage there. He tries to hop out, makes it so, but now in a good position with Guile's back to the wall. Dragon Lash to get in. Great defense on the side of Lex, but wait a minute. Punish counter sweep.
Damn, they are slugging.
Yep, double trade. No combo on either side. Last second DI. Ken might be dead. It's going to be first round going to Lex and the guy.
Certified under 30. Little brother status, definitely true. Lex being able to counter with the DI raw. And I like that idea. I mean, like Udia Valorio, he's been completely unpredictable thus far. I don't think we've seen a raw DI like that in almost forever.
Yeah, just the way he's like playing this matchup, I'm really interested to see. I'm a big fan of Uria, so I really want to know how he deals with matchups like this. Guile can be a little troublesome. And back a bit, you see him backdashing, throwing more fireballs, tick throw. The jabs into the level 3.
I like that, I respect it. You got to get some of that drive gauge back too.
And to set you up for the third round, right? You take off a chunk of damage, you got the lead. Could have saved it for the closeout, but you're going to build a lot of meter drive rush forward, crouching fierce. Okay.
Yeah, when you get a big hit like that against Guile, you don't want to like let go of the damage, right? I think it's a very important decision once you figure out what you want to do to kind of like lock and secure the round. It just makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
Damn, that snap felt real heavy.
Roundhouse kick starting to add up. A little attack on the drive bar as well. Back throw. Look at this drive gauge going down. Being chipped away here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, he's getting used to this pace now. Life lead still in favor of Lex. Oh, not sure what that was, but wasn't able to get a combo. Oh, perfect parry.
Crouching, still get the exclusive.
Okay.
Bam, bam, bam.
Touch Flugenita!
You already know it. It's like I just pressed the button. It's crazy. It's so on cue.
Oh, you might be going on a ride to the second game. Lex making it count. That's gonna be it for the first one. The boom and then the boots. Cloud9 looking good.
I gotta say, man, there's something about the way that Lex is playing that's really impressive. No matter how aggressive a player can be, he'll never really lose sight of how to play defense against that. Like, he won't do anything like super rash. I mean, like, in comparison to how he was playing last week, he did do a couple of crazy things like wake up, OD flash kick numerous times over and not really give a damn about the opponent's offense. But his activity in neutral has been so overwhelming for the offender.
No, and obviously he said this in a couple of his interviews where he was like, hey man, like, I believe this is a week or two ago when he was like, hey, I wasn't really feeling myself at first, but now, like, I'm getting the hang of it. I understand how we got to play here. And it's definitely shown in his gameplay, because I believe he's picked up a team battle victory since then. And now, on the verge of getting another one here in the second team battle between him and Red Rooster. Okay. OD Tatsu back to the corner, baits out the big OD uppercut. Well, flash kick, excuse me, but still has a lot of work.
It's not out of his system yet. I definitely lied. The bazooka knee still from that far, trying to contest it. Back-to-back counter hits coming in from Lex. Looking at match point. Hey, man, if they could score it right here, right now, they'd be looking pretty comfortable getting into that playoff spot.
Yo, 40 points could go a long way for this Cloud9 team. Gets behind it, and this time gets the throw after the OD fireball. Flash kick. Ooh, trade. Man, you're right. They are slugging. Uh-oh, wait a minute. Into the level 3. Spends all the resources. Needs this drive back, but level 3 is on deck for Guile.
Totally necessary in my opinion, man. Trying to get that drive gauge back. You have that corner positioning as well. Drive rushing forward. That could have been so severe. I think if he was just a little bit closer, or maybe even stand jab, it possibly could have got a punish counter.
Lands on the Sonic Boom. Anti-air. He's so ready. Bazooka knee, another trade. Not ready for the jump in. Forward throw. Needs to close out with something big. Uriel's not going to let him get away with this. Goes into a range. I'm thinking it was going to be a throw. Backs up for another boom. Another trade.
There's going to be, I knew it, man. The solid puncher. You forced it upon yourself? That's actually death for you. You gave yourself your own death sentence.
Oh man!
As soon as the roundhouse came out, and with how much drive gauge was left, the solid puncher was guaranteed to come out. The only choice was Uriel Valorio withstanding the barrage of booms and also maintaining the last year drive gauge in order to survive that. Other than that, as soon as that drive reversal came out, hit or block from the side of Lex,
that was game.
That was game.
Puts himself in burnout. We know what happens with the chip here, and we already know that's 20 points. Those are the 20 points that Cloud9 needed to stay alive, but just to pad it, you definitely want to have 40 points. So now, Ajax coming up, and just like we both said, boost coming up for Cloud9.
Cloud9, Red Rooster, Boost Lee versus Ajax. It's going to be ever so important, right? We talked about their current positioning in the rankings. They needed 20 points to clinch their way into the playoffs. However, if they happen to score the 40 bomber, and I feel like that's kind of in the air compared to like what, or in similar fashion of what we saw in match 2. If that 40 bomber happens, they'll only be 10 points shy on the heels of FlyQuest. Guess what? They're going to be playing each other next week.
Oh, that's going to be big. Big implications for this match here. And you know Cloud9 wants to make it count. This is going to be potentially it's going to be potentially the last team battle here between Boost, Ajax, Fidelity. And if Ajax can get this, they could kind of quell this run that Cloud9 is on. But I don't think it's going to happen. Big uppercut, Boost in control. Oh, another throw. And as soon as that second throw hit, all you saw was Nord smile. Oh, wow, he's going for some cool stuff. Oh, he's going for some cool stuff.
This guy is insane.
Nice.
I don't think you really want to unleash the dragon. Boost Lee with a level 1.
Yeah.
Yo, that Cloud9 team already looking happy. Like it's already over in their eyes. Oh, go forward, gets the Tatsu.
Nice.
Right now. This is all Boost. He's in full control, man.
Attack on drive. The rest of the team's looking on right now from
he might miss it.
Level 2 connect. Here comes Ajax.
Still fine. Oh, he did.
Push all the way to the other side of the screen. Nice little hit on the follow-up, too, just to catch the legs. Backs up a little bit, no throw.
Oh, punish!
Oh.
That was still close.
Nice.
You were still within jurisdiction to get that.
Drive rush, and he is not letting Ajax breathe. Look at how well
we're going for this chip damage, right? Chip damage to the level 3. Oh, definitely. Just finish it out.
Yep.
It doesn't even matter.
Yo, he loves to do forward heavy punch against you, like when you start walking back, because he tries to counter hit your fireball. So no, I think you should either parry or just space it out. Yeah.
Let's go, Boost, you the GOAT. Definitely not jump. I don't think so. I mean, if you get a hard read, you got level 3 maybe, but
that's just being a dirty dog at that point.
Look, if anybody's gonna do it, it's gonna be Boost, bro. My man is on a mission to score these 20 points for the team. Goes back to the flicker.
Nice.
Oh, crouch strong.
We haven't seen the stage in a minute, have we?
We really haven't.
I love the stage.
That's cool.
Right there.
Crouch jab. Like that option, moving away from the corner with the edge. But still, making that offense not as easy to get through. Okay, wait a minute. Follow up with the blitz.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Let him know with the level 1.
Oh. Okay, wait a minute.
Nothing behind it, though. Dash up twice, jump back to avoid.
There we go.
Oh, this guy's game sense is off the charts.
And still confirmed into the enhanced. Tatsu is getting a lot closer to this corner. Counter confirmed, knockdown. kill rush to close the distance. Air to air, he's been so consistent with those throughout the season, but is it going to save him?
I think he did it too early because he was going to block the safe jump.
But not gonna work.
You're supposed to delay just a little more.
On the player cam boost, he's like kind of messing around, but immediately disciplined by JB.
Ooh. Nice. Wait a minute. Ajax waking up here. He's like, bro, you playing with me? Do you not know?
Oh, don't do that.
Do you not understand what's happening? Jab counter hit confirmed into the crouch fears.
The side switch too on top of that. This guy Bruce has it all. Not today. That hits!
That's fine.
And it hurts!
So I think
raw damage, you might be dead.
What I told you. So honestly, just play your game. Yeah, because for a heavy punch, like you block it, doesn't really matter. So don't even worry about it too much, honestly. He doesn't even get a combo on counter hit.
Tell him to stop playing, bro.
Yeah.
Because he definitely went for some flashy stuff right there.
Just like that, the first game that they've dropped thus far. I was thinking to myself, you know, if they happen to get the clean sweep, they did the exact same thing that Shopify did in match 2. On top of the single game, but not today.
Go forward. Oh, crowd short, open him up low. Okay. Bruce looking a lot more serious this time around. Dash up after the OD. Ooh, punish counter on the sweep. That was perfect. And hits the run. Another throw.
Let's go. So calculated, man.
Okay.
He is definitely cold and calculated. That raw DI was so meaningful too, with how little life Ajax Fidelity had.
No, you're right.
You could have forced the meter out of that too. Like if Ajax happened to properly respond, man, this is looking brutal. That's a perfect. This is just he is just outclassing him in neutral right now. This is so difficult looking.
And makes him watch the entire level 3. Ties up the set, 1 game apiece, and a perfect to boot.
Perfect to boost? You're right.
I mean, yeah, that too. Psycho puncher.
Sure.
I was having a conversation with some of the other teams, some of the younger players. I think it was Noah the Prodigy who was asking about Ajax. And I was like, yeah, Ajax, his debut in SFL was crazy. He had a crazy debut season here.
It was a clutch match. He had to take out Punk for the necessary points they needed.
Ooh. Stacking it up against him right now. No scout on the jump, but yo, the preemptive drive rush jab to stop anything you're about to do, man. This guy Boost has been doing this all season. Wake up uppercut. OD version coming from Ed.
A little bit of a slowdown. Boost not going to be as aggressive. He's looking for the big counter poke play. He's looking to see if Ajax Fidelity is going to come in with something different, right?
Oh, wait a minute.
Nothing of it. Didn't have level 2 behind it.
OD, it's not going to work. He's got 2 bars, but he's going to take him to the corner instead. It's his first round. No swing right there. Oh, there's those jabs again. Knocked down with the level 2. You got to be careful now. If you're a Boost, you cannot get hit again.
I mean, same applies for Ajax Fidelity. 2 bars to both. The drive gauge replenishing on both. No medium kick might be the thing to ring out.
Oh, the trade. Oh, and it's going to go the way of Ajax. Yo, he is making this a fight right now. Bruce needs to stop playing with his food.
Yeah, he missed a pretty big opportunity on the whiff punish. Now it's going to be level 2. Pretty much mid-screen. You're going to get a bunch. Okay, bunch of damage either way. And the corner carry.
Still trying to find a reaction out of Ajax. Finds a roundhouse though. Oh! Gets the punish counter as well. Ajax. Okay. Side switch. Spins to level 3. Knows he has another round to play. Knows he needs the damage. Ajax still sitting on 2 bars though. What are you going to do with it? Drive rush. Tries to go for the throw. Forward throw. That was so good.
Now it's going to be so difficult. Once you get Boost in the throw loops, Does get the escape and gets a throw of his own. Ajax Fidelity does have 2 bars to his name. Full corner control delay on the crouching medium and the interrupt against the overhead. This is going to be more than enough. He is there. That's going to be a game in rebuttal of Ajax Fidelity.
That level 3 was good though. You would have won this round. You would have got like at least a level 2 or another level 3 next round. That was pretty good.
Oh wow, this is dangerous.
That was a missed opportunity from Boost as well. I can recall back to where it all fell apart, and it was after the missed whiff punish a couple times over. Boost was just letting Ed swing in the corner, the right side of the corner. Once he dropped the ball on that offensively, it was all Ajax Fidelity.
Yo, and look at how Ajax is playing a lot more simple as well. Just taking the knockdowns, keeping the ground in his favor. Oh, the 4th throw. Look at this pressure. Another throw. Boost in trouble. Wake up, crouch short. Gonna get a scale combo here. Still goes for the side switch. Takes the ground.
Very Ryukichi-esque.
Okay.
Not going for the damages, went for the Oki. Totally understandable. Throw loop city now. What are you going to do about it? You're going to get permanent residency if you take 2 more. What a time to counter poke as well. After a drive rush forward, crouching strong. Oh, you better build it up.
Oh, look at the damage.
There we go.
Yes. And the throw, set point right now for Red Rooster against Cloud9. If Ajax can take this, this will definitely put a huge damper on the move, especially for Cloud9, who's been doing so well. And it feels like it started just from the simple fact that Boost was playing with his food. The team, all the other teams are on their feet watching this right now.
This is actually a pretty big deal. And you can see it, even FlyQuest is popping off for this one, as they should. That's going to be it. More than enough damage incoming. Is that going to be a near perfect? Oh, level 2, excuse me. Sit him down, pop him up. The blitz, don't give it to me like this. And it's going to be it. Throw the towel. It's going to be Red Rooster coming back in to bring the tiebreaker game.
Oh my gosh. And look, like I said, man, I think this all stems from that first, I'm going to Shoryu rep, I'm going to OD uppercut just to let you know how far ahead I am, and that's exactly what you should not do. Ajax is definitely a threat. Don't let the fact that the teams are in these positions take away from the player ability. Ajax putting 20 on the board for Red Rooster, and now sending us, like Jeremy said, excuse me, Mr. Vicious says, to overtime. 5 extra points on the line right now. It's going to come down to Lex versus Ajax Fidelity in the last 5 points of this team battle. Week 9. Who is going to take it? This is 1st to 1.
That was a lot of authority on that. All right, so 5 points coming in. Big punish counter now. We'll take that, Lex. We talked about him and how patient he is, bringing up that wall for a lot of the players here to try to overcome in a 1st to 1, 1st to death. It can be real wild again.
And now you make it so you need these 5 points. Now you 100% need these 5 points.
He can throw in so many of these booms, right? There's no chance of you getting out for free. And him, any subtle moment when you throw out the drive impact, not ready with a level 1. This is looking so clean for Lex right now. 2 bars to his game as well. Yeah, you notice Ajax is kind of reluctant to kind of like parry some of these sonic booms. That just gives Lex the liberty to really run it with it in this matchup, because you're taking so much damage to your drive gauge. There's the perfect parry that we were anticipating.
Gets the throw. Setting up this offense once again. You can see right now, Lex not taking this lightly at all. Both of these guys looking pretty low on the drive. Tries to go for that upside down kick. Not going to find it. 3 bars on the side of Lex.
Nice.
We're working on 3 on the side of Ed and Ajax Fidelity. Another hit. Oh, no. He had the hit. Tries to go for the reset on the overhead.
That is a classic.
Goes it to the level 2. You're pissing me off. Throws it. Big damage on the table. He missed it. Back throw. Lex got a chance.
Nice.
And
Nice.
it's not going to be enough. Ajax taking this first round of this final game here between these 2 teams. Red Rooster has no problem playing the party pooper right here. They're like, yo, you know what? We don't want you guys to go further. We wanted to be tough for you guys.
All at the very end, level 3, locked and loaded for Lex. If he lands with the roundhouse, best believe it's going to be big damage. We are going to get the side pitch, however.
Nice.
That is a giant leap for young Ajax Fidelity.
Look, trying to control this corner. You can see him backing up, giving him a little room. Jump roundhouse. Just about 60 seconds left on the clock. Oh, wow, into the level 1. And he's saving bar, so he's going to have the level 2. You can't get hit again. You can't get hit again. And you got one more throw to take. Wake up, OD flash kick. He put his life on the line. Gets the lower to the level 3. That's CA damage, but he's not done just yet. There's 2 bars on the side of Ed. What's going to be the next exchange? Oh, he's in burnout. You know the level 2 is coming.
Oh my
Is it the fast
God.
one? It is the fast one. Red Rooster steals the lifeline from Cloud9. That's going to be 25 points on the board. And wow, what a way to dash the playoff dreams of Cloud9. Red Rooster said they were here to mess it up for everybody else. They definitely just did that. Cloud9 is in trouble.
Despite Cloud9 not getting the big 40-point ball game that we were talking about earlier, that still puts them within range of contention of FlyQuest, right? I still think the 30-point game is a possibility, but asking for the 40-point game in that matchup alone is kind of a tall order with all due respect. But that just like kind of sets up the drama a little bit more, right? FlyQuest at 250, Cloud9 at 220. There's still a high possibility. There's still a high possibility that we could get the tie, right? But it really does depend on what the head-to-head is looking like.
So look, if I'm doing this correctly, Shopify Rebellion is still at 170. Bandits is at 190. They're in range of Bandits depending on what happens next week. But then you also still have fighting. They're not going to get the fighting spirit. So that's another thing. FlyQuest sitting pretty with the 250 points. Cloud9, 220. Ugh.
This is too close.
Yeah, this is really close.
I love how it happens every season.
I mean, but look, I'm going to tell you right now, still this week in total has literally set up a lot. And you couldn't get it any better than Asus, one of our main supporters here for SFL. Level up your gaming with the Asus ROG monitors designed for both console and PC gamers. The Asus ROG offers various panel types, including stunning OLED displays and the highest refresh rates. Visit asus.com to elevate your experience today.
We've been emphasizing how important it is to make it into the playoffs because you want to be a part of the big prize pool that we were talking about. $75,000 is on the line. And I got to remind you folks at home, man, pro players have won more prize money using SteelSeries gear than any other brand. And they're the most winning brand in esports history. And they happen to be the big sponsor here for Street Fighter League Pro-US this season.
And if you need a hookup, thanks to Brooks for hooking us up and hooking you up. Experience the power to conquer all games with Brook Gaming, all new Ultimate PS5 solution lineup. I want to say thanks to all our supporters and sponsors for holding us down here for Street Fighter League. Shout outs to Brooks. But we're going to send it down to the stage. Hollywood RobTV standing by with Red Rooster.
This has to be one of the craziest weeks of Street Fighter League that we have had to date. Red Rooster going up against Cloud9. You went up against the alien himself, Boost, at the end and was able to get it done. Explain this to me.
Rob, I don't think I could explain it, to be honest. It just sort of happened. I tried my best, and, sometimes you get the dub, sometimes you take the L, but this time I took the dub, and I'm really happy it was against Boost because he's one of the hottest players. He had an incredible run. He beat Mena, and I feel like we haven't had a dub.
Yeah.
It's the first time we have an interview. We hadn't had a dub.
Oh, so, it's the first dub.
Yeah.
Clap it up for the first dub. Come on. High key. So let me hold up my man's Brutus real quick. You do know that right now, of course, you guys' fate as far as the playoffs and stuff is solidified. You still have the opportunity to play the bad guy. And that is just what you did with Cloud9 as they're trying to get first place. Are you embracing this role? What's the mindset right now?
100%. They don't call me Brutus for nothing. You know what I'm saying? There may be another Canadian on the team, but as Ajax shown, we're here to play. They got to earn it.
All right, and of course, next week, you are going up against Shopify. I know that you are close with Team Bandits. Tell me what the mindset is going into this next match and what's on the line.
I know that for some reason, like Caribbean players are gonna make it to playoffs. That's what I want. So we're gonna, and like I said, Fidelity had like an excellent win right now. It's our first win. Obviously, we're happy about that, but it's not over. We have to play Shopify Rebellion. We're home. So we're gonna do our best to try to obviously get that dub and have at least one Team Caribbean representation on the playoffs.
Come on, whole lot of regional pride on the line. Red Rooster getting it done. Ajax Fidelity showing his class. And now next week, that sets up something crazy with Red Rooster going head to head with Shopify Rebellion. More Street Fighter League for you after this.
Yeah, come on. Everybody come alive real quick. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take your best shot, hope you don't miss.
I ain't never scared, never quitting is the motto.
Yeah, come on. Everybody come alive real quick. Battle of the strong, survival of the fit. Take your best shot, hope you don't miss. A new challenger is among us.
They can take it higher, you can take it much farther.
Fast with the hands, eat Honda. Defend my legacy with strength and honors. I'm the greatest ever. Come down, baby. No way I can't beat this. It's a showdown. This is my arena.
welcome back to week 9 of Street Fighter League. This last result that we have, actually all of them, were fascinating throughout this entire day. Of course, I'm Big Hollywood RobTV, joined here with my man's Vicious and the great Tasty Steve. You great too. I ain't add that to your name, but it's because it's implied. That's
It's implied.
I'm gonna need a
That's
example
facts.
for this one. You know
That's
what I'm
facts.
saying?
Come on, bro.
Man.
My dog. That said, Steve, what is going on right now in Street Fighter League?
Listen, let me start with the standings. We're going to start from the bottom, but starting just to wake up, Red Rooster, 75 points now after that victory today. Shopify Rebellion with 170 points. Big jump, but then you see Bandits, 190 points in the 4th place. Not far in front of them, Fighting Spirit, 210 points. Not far in front of them by 10 points, Cloud9 with 220 points after today's debacle. And then, of course, FlyQuest holding it down. First place, 250 points. Those guys are sitting pretty. But man, what an episode. What a change up. It's been ridiculous.
I know you kind of joked around a little bit. You were talking about the Red Roosters trying to wake up. We got 2 weeks left. Man, they definitely woke something else up. They definitely.
Hey, cock-a-doodle-doo.
Yeah, I mean, for Cloud9 is cock-a-doodle-don't. They actually dropped the ball on this one. Not to disrespect them, but that's just the fact of the matter. Let's get there when we get there, though. Today, this week, we had a pretty big turn of events. Bandits versus FlyQuest. Can you believe it went in a way of 30-10 in that emphatic fashion? One of the big things I do want to highlight, obviously, Louisman breaking down one of the meta characters, Dawson versus Ed. That was masterclass Dawson work.
The way he played that matchup was absolute perfection. And Louis, man, just this being your first Street Fighter League, playing to this level is absolutely insane. But we all know what the big showdown was. We all know what ended up happening. Another chapter of Punk the God versus Mina RD. And my man's Punk, he got it done. 3-0. Did we see that coming whatsoever?
Not fashion.
Look, Jeremy was talking about, Vicious was talking about how he really wanted to see Mina commit to the Zangief.
Yes.
All the way back to EWC.
So this is your fault.
Right? This is 100% his fault. And he literally told Vicious, he was like, hey, I get it now. Goes to the Zangief. It does not work out. 0-3 on the side of Punk, and that's so good for FlyQuest. But also, I want to give mad props to Psycho. There's no way he's not an MVP contention.
That's facts.
There's no way he's not an MVP
That was a clean
contention.
2-0.
My man has been playing phenomenal all season, but even still, just coming off that first team battle, a lot of people was expecting it to be a banger. It was. Bandits goes down to FlyQuest. It's going to be 30 points on their side, 10 points on the side of Bandits.
Going into the next one. Shopify Rebellion versus Fighting Spirit. This was the cleanest W against one of the most stacked teams currently. Going into this week, by the way, Fighting Spirit were way up there. Their win record has been a little bit shaky up front, but towards the end of it, they were doing phenomenally. But 40-0, not a single game dropped?
Not a stain on them.
That was crazy. Shopify Rebellion needed the points too. We got to remember, they had only 130 points going into this week. So they needed as many points as possible. But you need all these points because you're going up against one of the best teams. Remember, Fighting Spirit was top 2 at that time before this week. And they go up against them a 40-point victory. First and foremost, Knuckle Dew going with the mirror match against Shin. Disrespect.
That was
put you on tilt. The instant put you on tilt.
Put you on tilt. I'm using your character. He smokes him 2-0. That was actually insane. Hot Dog 2 weeks in a row getting big victories, and then it all came down to Dual Kevin again.
Dual Kevin putting the team, putting the whole Shopify Rebellion squad on his back, constantly rising to the occasion, taking out DCQ, one of the biggest guns in the league, mind you. One of the biggest guns in the league, and Dual Kevin was like, look, we're going to send Kevin number 2 up there. And I'm going to tell you right now, just looking at this right here, to beat one of the strongest teams, also, just to touch on this, and I ain't going to say nothing else, one of the problems I felt like has been with Knuckle Dew out of all of his SFL is knowing when to switch up and who to put versus who. This was the best example of him being a super strong captain because he put himself up first. Hot Dog picked up the pieces, and Dual Kevin came and cleaned off the table. 40 points, Shopify Rebellion.
So as star-studded as the first 2 matchups were, I gotta say, with the way this last match ended, clearly it really was the marquee lineup. Cloud9 versus Red Rooster. everything was going so well for Cloud9 up until the very end.
Speaking of that, I mean, you can say that about the team in that match and about the player that played
Come
right
on,
there.
man.
All season, you've been cooking. You've been the guy. You go up against Ajax Fidelity. I don't know what happened. Did you had an interesting theory on it?
So look, I'm gonna tell you right now, and we kind of talked about this while it was happening. He was definitely feeling himself. He went for a very questionable, look, I could be wrong, I'm just sitting behind the table talking. He went for a very questionable wake-up uppercut OD. It literally got him killed. The momentum switch, it was curtains. It felt like he was fighting back so much harder than he needed to, and you saw it kind of come back to him. But the fact that you second-guessed Ajax Fidelity, and I said this, who had a ridiculous showing when he first debuted here, and still one of the strongest players on the Red Rooster team, you legit was playing with that one?
You know what? Honestly, I think that Boost need to be taking the advice from Problem X. He has a line that I love where he said, even though we're here for games, I'm not here to play. And that is exactly what my man Boost needs to take to heart. Learn from the OGs. Learn from the OGs, bruh. Now, with how amazing this season of Street Fighter League has been up to this point, we do know that the culmination of all of this is going to be at the Street Fighter League US Finals right here in Los Angeles, California. This is going to be offline. So make sure you guys are pulling up to that. The tickets, the link is right there. You do not want to miss it. With it being offline, I do think that changes things for the players.
It definitely changes things for the players. You've been on this stage. We've all played in tournaments offline. And look, even if you're not competing, you want to see these players live. You want to feel the atmosphere, the energy live, as well as we crown winners. We crown champions. You get to be there in person to say that you were a part of history. Tickets are on sale now. Come hang out, see the players, see the people working behind the scenes, see the commentators, see the personalities. Be there in person. Get your tickets now. Do not wait.
And you guys have seen it every time Capcom has shown up to an event, whether it's an EVO stage, even during Capcom Cup. There's always something to do for the fans. You don't want to miss it. Get in tune with the community. Be a part of the big celebrations. In fact, you're going to be a part of Street Fighter 6 history, and that's only one way to do it. Being there at the offline finals for Street Fighter League US. Again, get into those tickets now before they sell out. This is a once-in-a-lifetime occasion.
And, you know, as you alluded to, me being on that stage, of course, and me, Knuckle Dude, Sean, we made it to the World Finals. It is very different when you do make it to that spot versus playing here in the studio. There's no fans. It's an entirely different environment. These players are going to have to play with all of these fans screaming. The other team, there might be hecklers, their friends and family in the crowd, things of that nature. So, of course, your heartbeat might sound like Sasquatch feet, but you still got to get it done. Only the greats are able to handle things, all that type of pressure. We're going to see who is going to be crowned the Street Fighter League US champion. Do you want to know exactly who is going to be in the US Finals? Well, we about to find out. Next week is week 10, the final week of the regular season of Street Fighter League. In match number 1, we are going to have Red Rooster, who is flying high off of a big victory, going up against Shopify Rebellion. Our next match, we've got Cloud9 going up against Team FlyQuest. And finally, it's going to be Fighting Spirit versus Bandits. How fitting that that's the last match, as Bandits will likely be fighting for their playoff lives. They have to show up. They have to show out. And speaking of showing up, make sure you show up next week for the final episode of the regular season of Street Fighter League. I've been Big Hollow RobTV. This has been Vicious, Tasty Steve. Until then, same time, same place. We'll see you there.
Don't even take the throws. Just teleport out, use the comet. That's right. There you go. Wow. Get out of there. 3 seconds left on the clock. You can take the throw now.
Overhead into the ball. Oh, you're dead. That's 20 points on the board, pending no drop. What are you going to do? A perfect to close it out. And Punk is just so ready to deal with this matchup.
No, stop that.
He got to close out. I think it's going to work on the third bar. Not even needed. Kill rush to close the distance. Air to air. He's been so consistent with those throughout the season, but is it going to save him?
I think he did it too early because he was going to block the safe jump.
But not going to work. Dual Kevin contesting it, sets up the level 2. What? The jump back, jumps over. His defense against that entire sequence was so good, and he's got the positioning in his favor. Perfect parry back throw. Yes, here comes Dual Kevin. Your boost, you cannot get hit again.
I mean, the same applies for Ajax Fidelity. 2 bars to both. The drive gives replenishing on both. No medium kick might be the thing to ring out.
The trade. Oh, and it's going to go the way of Ajax. Yo, he is making this a fight right now.